Lincoln's first session.
And you have been voted off.
Welcome everyone to a very special edition of Disney Dungeons and Dragons. I am your Dungeon Master, August Schmidt, and with me is the Order of the Imagineers, but not all of them. Say hello, Order of the Imagineers.
Yo.
Welcome. Last we left our party flying to fight in the Battle of the Seven Kingdoms to try to unite the army as desperately as possible against the forces of evil, including but not limited to Maleficent, the evil witch, Ursula, the pact bringer of doom, Hook, the swordsman of chaos, and of course Scar, the treacherous, conniving villain. We had a very interesting realization where Arthur, the king currently of Magentia, went to Goliath to find information about a sword that could help him and technically all of you, get an advantage in this battle, because it's going to be tough. While doing so, of course, most of the guys who were either training on the deck of the ship with them or overheard came to this realization. Specifically, one of the party, Hercules, was able to remember he has a thing that he can do from his dad, which can get you guys out closer. So while the ship is still flying to the Seven Kingdoms, and where most of the rest of the ladies can start diplomacy and try to get the army, you guys can do a quick reconnaissance mission to see if you can get a sword. To which, we'll actually go into this. Lincoln, you get to play Hercules this evening.
That's me.
We're really excited for this.
He's pretty small.
He's pretty small, right? Herc, you, this is actually not something on your character sheet currently, but this is an ability that you were told about by Phil at one point in your training. This was, of course, probably a couple of years ago now. When Phil was training you, he was telling you how you have this innate ability with your dad being Zeus with lightning, and you have call lightning. You also, though, he had always theorized, you could ride the lightning at one point, right? That kind of, I can't remember the spell now off the top of my head, but, basically a teleportation, but, using thunder. Unfortunately, though, it would be something that would probably need a recharge, or, kind of a one a day, because, it would be tough to do so. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say it's your first roll in the first roll of our session. If you want to give me a history check to kind of remember what Phil was talking about at that moment.
Oh boy, I gotta dig through my dice.
Just right.
What could go wrong just riding lightning?
These aren't spicy at all.
Oh, good, yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
Disclaimer, I printed this out today,
You're good.
so I'm not sure what any of my stats are.
Yeah, if you need anything,
Alright, that's a flat 15.
A flat 15. Pretty good. You have this memory. You remember Phil just now listen, kid. Rule number 812. When you are using godly power, you can't overdo it or you'll overdo yourself. You gotta squat, knees in, focus, and blammo! You ride lightning. Just like that. Have I ridden lightning before? Of course not. Look at me. Goat man. And you see, looking at this 2.5-foot goat dude, yeah, all right, he probably hasn't. But you do remember, though, something important, Phil saying, now, if you're trying to get out of there, let's say damsel in distress, burning building, you want to get a good tight grip on anyone, or else you'll go and you might accidentally grab bits of them instead of the whole person, right?
Oh.
Now, listen, what was it, your half-brother Perseus? He tried this once. Yeesh. Don't ask about his first date before Andromeda, right? Now, all should be fine, and honestly, kid, you got a ways to go. And so, standing on the deck of the WD Meridian as you guys are sailing through the air, that's kind of what you've gathered as the five of you, Arthur included, are getting ready to head off. For the rest of you, what...
Tie ourselves together.
The rest of you, what you do remember, Mr. Incredible and Jim, from looking at the map, you were able to pinpoint, pun intended, from the pin marks of Scar's army, that the general vicinity is this forest that is about 40 miles west of the furthest kingdom, which in this world is Seporia. So to get there from where you guys are, you're looking at maybe like a 60-mile jump. which is going to be important, Herc, and just gauging that distance. So is there anything anyone's doing before they go? Specifically, anything they want to bring? Any last, preparations before doing this quick run?
Well, we don't have a healer coming with us, so let's grab some health potions from the group.
Yep. That's a smart thing.
I will say, does anyone... Mr. Incredible, I think you may have been the last one to have a health potion. I think you've used it already.
I have.
Go ahead then. Anyone who wants can give an investigation check before they leave the ship to see if there's anything people have stocked up on, or if there's anything that's been left behind. I mean, you guys have. It's been an adventuring kind of year, so who knows what's been in the ship and not.
Just the 17.
Just a 17.
Oh, well, that's gonna be bad. You said investigation?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a 2.
Oh, Herc, I'll say you're more focused on not killing yourself or your friends. It's one of those you're not too focused on finding any potions right now.
16.
16, 7?
Yeah.
All right. Goliath and Jim, you're able to look through. I will say on a 16, 17, you find 5 small bottles tucked away in the kitchen that seem to have a bit of red and green ribbon wrapped around them. You have no clue. In fact, none of you have any bearing where these could have come from. But these are, when Santa visited during Christmas, he in fact left some stuff behind that no one's really ever decided to look for on the ship and get. I do this kind of stuff all the time, really, and because if you guys don't want to look for it, I'm not going to describe it. So yes, these are potions of healing to give you just that base. It's 2d4 plus 2, so not insane stuff, but it's helpful.
We'll
Yeah.
Hey, there's 5 of us. We each get one.
Awesome. Cool. The other thing I will say, Jim, with your board, would you want to take that? Because this is a larger bit of machinery.
How feasible would it be to take it?
With Hercules, with that 15, the board might cause complications, because even when you compact it down, try to strap it, it's equivalent of carrying a surfboard, right? I mean, it's not small in that sense. For anyone that's curious, for you guys, I actually have finally made it. So, it's very complicated to use. So if you bring it, you might damage it in the journey to there, right?
With the modifications I'm trying to make, I don't want to.
Okay, that's why I just want to...
I won't bring it.
Because I have Pegasus.
You
Do I not?
do. Pegasus is not currently here. Do you want to try calling Pegasus?
How quickly could Pegasus get here? And then after I use Ride Lightning, how quickly could Pegasus get to us again?
Here's what I'll say.
I'm thinking I could bring it here, strap the board to it, and then we go.
That's fair. That is fair.
Last time you were with Pegasus, this is actually something I should have told you, was in Tartarus, right? You and Pegasus, when you were fighting through that demon lord, was the last time you were with him, because then you got kind of yanked back out of Tartarus when Lily did that little summoning in the cathedral. You do know, though, because of what you've been told by Phil, and with Pegasus, it's not impossible to call, but to get Pegasus here, it might take a little too much time. Is that general impression? You can always try. It's an animal handling check, but to get Pegasus here fast, you're not sure if he would be able to get there fast, because even though Pegasus is the lord of all flying creature, specifically horse, it might be too much just to be hey, get here as fast as possible before we go, but we need to go now because time's running out kind of vibe.
How important is your board to you? Because if it's not super important,
don't
I'll see
worry
if I
about
can
it.
just get Pegasus to meet us there. After.
Don't worry about it.
Mhm.
We'll survive.
Okay.
It's just a really fast board.
It's helpful.
I'm gonna try to bring in Peggy.
Sweet.
So,
Go ahead, give me that animal handling check.
that's gonna be a dirty 20.
Woo! You get that bit of psychic connection as you call out. You give that strong whistle. I will tell you, on a dirty 20, Pegasus is probably no more than 200 miles away, which is relatively close.
Mm-hmm.
So you could then have Pegasus meet you guys where you're going, which would then by your like rough like it's hard, right? How do you gauge distance psychically? Pegasus probably could meet you up there maybe later, or Pegasus could come back to the ship when you guys return, if you guys return. I mean,
No, yeah. It's okay.
Should I send it to the ship or should I bring it with us?
Bring him back. Yeah. Have Pegasus meet us. It might be
will meet us
useful.
there.
all right, cool. All right, Pegasus is on his way. Sweet. With you guys then, I think already, you see Arthur has kind of strapped up. He's grabbed a sword, cape ready. And something actually that's interesting, he's put his crown on. He doesn't normally wear it. I mean, to be fair, he has more often than not worn it when, sparring with you guys or, like, training. But this is something like, it's kind of that, like, he's put on, he's, ready to kind of be a king right now.
What kind of armor is he wearing? Is it like cool, like kingly plate mail?
This is very cool kingly plate mail. You can tell, like, this is one of those, like, it probably has been custom made because he's the king. You see, it's actually more of like what you could tell there, Jim. It's more like a chainmail make, but like interlaid so he can still. It looks like he's wearing more of like that nice gray vest with then this blue shirt, brown pant. Kind of like he looks cool. I can show you guys your minis now. Why not? Goliath, you know what you guys look like.
Oh, yeah.
But here is Arthur there, and of course Lincoln. Here's Herc, Jim, and Mr. Incredible.
Look at that red suit.
Yes, and Mr. Incredible, having now made this, bond with the God of War, you've got this brilliant red, really dark energy. Not evil, but just you're feeling pretty juiced. Honestly, it's a trip.
I took my pre-workout.
Mr. Incredible, yeah. Took my pre. I mean, I did a quick warm up. You're feeling good.
Oh yeah. I do have a question for you.
Yes.
So I've never tried. It's not summoning an army, but forming an army. Have I been able to find out anything about that and how that works? Is it like do I have to make a competing check or?
What I'd say is this. Kind of what is this is. The vibe you would get is it's almost like an attunement. That with this ring, with like the power of the Ring of War, it's more of an attuning where if you can get troops, whether willing or not, but at least long enough to attune to them, that's how you'd be able to like make an army.
That's what I was wondering. Because I know eventually we're going to be going up against enemies. And I was wondering if it was even possible at all to just make them be my army. But
Yes.
Just turn the enemy.
Right? No, actually, that's pretty smart. It's
Ares
like
is famous for turning tides of battles.
it's not impossible. Like that's maybe what you get, but with learning more about this attunement, by the time you could like get portions of the army away to start like mustering that energy. Someone's gonna notice and be like, "Hey, you can't just like steal our forces, right?" No, but that is actually an excellent question. Yeah,
cool,
sweet. So if everyone's ready, Hercules, this is going to be a Arcana check, with shooting off for your first time. Kind of that rocketing away. All of you, I'll say. Probably have linked or like in some way or another like kind of that like link arm very tight formation
I
around.
make sure I'm between the gargoyle and Mr. Incredible.
Like all right, both of you probably won't get torn to pieces. I'll say Arthur probably then is like either with you or then like on the other side of Hercules. So yeah, Hercules, go ahead and make that jump.
All right. Does anybody want to give me the help? Because I don't have anything to
I could do it.
Oh, I guess it's an 18, so we don't really.
Well,
18's not bad. If
roll again, man. I'll give you the help.
also
back.
yeah, Jim, you could give the help in terms of like distance time.
18.
We'll keep the 18. Hercules, you feel just that thunderous crackle inside from your soul. The rest of you see like lightning seems to flash in Herc's eyes,
Small too.
and with a tremendous boom, you take off from the ship in this arc of lightning. Wind and air and rain and cloud and sky just seem to blur past everything, just like hitting you all at once. Just that overstimulus of traveling at basically the speed of light in this insane lightning jump. You see your eyes are slightly more accustomed just with your demigodness. So like it's still a lot for you, but you're able to like see, okay, here we go, we're arcing, we're traveling. You feel the lightning almost pushing at your feet instead of you riding it. You see you are coming down fast. You notice there's a big lake more towards the north, or rather to your right. There is a clearing up with like more towards your like immediate forward or west, and down below you is more of what looks to be like more of a sandy dune area, kind of like it reaches out towards into the lake, but like more sand.
And I'm choosing where we're landing.
Basically, you're running, and with an 18, you're controlling it decently well. I'll say it's not. You're not having any problems.
I'll smack us down into the dunes, I think. But I'm gonna try to hit like on a downhill slope, so even if we land, we can roll and not flatten.
I'll say with an 18, even with that residual, like that helping, you guys come up close, and before you realize it, suddenly that the feeling, sand getting everywhere. You guys are rolling down this hillside to the bottom.
Sand. I hate sand.
It's coarse and rough.
It's everywhere.
All of you are running. Goliath, especially for you to know, this is about 2 hours before dawn.
Oh boy.
It is the end of the night. And so Hercules, what you would know, are just for your information, Lincoln, when the sun rises, Goliath you will have that curse enact and be once again stone.
Is
so
that during the day period, or is that any time that
it's
you're
during
in
the day.
sunlight?
During the day. So there's
no hiding out in shadows from this.
Yeah.
Sun's up, I am stoned.
Sun's up, guns.
He gets
Not
stoned
out.
all the time.
Heck of stone.
Every day.
Incredible.
We've had interventions, and it just doesn't.
As you guys come in, I would love everyone to make a perception check as you are now in this new terrain. I'll make one for Arthur here.
Oh, perception, my
It's not
greatest
bad.
That's
skill.
25.
25.
Natural
Yikes.
I've
20.
blessed these
A
dice.
nat 20. Okay,
So
here we go.
21 total.
16,
16.
17.
Also beautiful.
so we all did pretty well.
And Arthur got 23.
We're a perceptive bunch.
You guys, I will say it helps because you guys are like the main fighters and like tacticians of the group. Not that the other party isn't, but like this is something most of you have either trained your lives for. You guys are up immediately.
We're still Team 6.
You see
Seal team 5.
around these dunes, you see you're at more of a higher elevation. You can see this lake now more towards your north, and over to the west, these more woods. Towards the wooded area, you do spot what looks to be a small army cohort. What seem to be a bunch of hyena and skeleton. You see they are like a lot of these hyena, or rather gnoll, if anyone's curious, are sniffing the ground. Most of them have either like axe or whip. These skeletal warriors seem to just be blanket expressions. Of course they're undead, and they are currently searching around right now.
How far away did you say they are?
They're over to the wooded area, so right now it's not like too far. It's maybe a mile at most, right? Because again, you're at that higher elevation. Because they are at the edge of the woods from where they're going.
Quick question. We're looking for a King Arthur sword, yes?
The Excalibur. We're looking
Excalibur.
for
Just making sure I understand what Hercules would already know.
Yeah.
Do we know generally where that is, or
Not
are we just
really.
like in the west?
Yeah, this is kind of like somewhere around here, right?
Okay.
It could be anywhere.
So Jim would get you guys to like kind of duck down, get behind like edge of a dune kind of thing, so we can keep tabs on these guys without notifying them that we're there.
Yeah.
So
When we touched down, was there like a thunderclap or a big boom or anything?
I actually
That's a
just
great
rolled for that.
question.
You see one of the gnolls, their ears have perked up and has looked over, and there is that residual kind of like dust cloud. One of the gnolls, you see it look over there, like yip, and this pack is now moving towards you guys or towards your location.
let's set up an ambush.
Yeah.
Okay. So what can we get like a basic layout of the dunes? Like
You
where like if they're gonna be coming like
Here's what I'll give you right now. In this dune area where you're at, it's pretty basic. I will say.
Yeah, I just want like us in an elevated position. They have to funnel through some sort of valley in the dunes, and then we.
These more sandy tiles are the higher parts of the dunes. These are lower. So from where you guys are in this crest, I'll say Jim, you are there. Arthur by Goliath, Incredible probably flanking, just in a tight formation. You are at this crest here. It continually goes down. This is the lowest part.
Okay.
It's not too like dipped, right, if that makes sense. It's still level enough so that this is almost level, but these areas do hike up here.
And where are they coming from?
These are coming from here, the west. North is towards you guys. So right now what you're looking at is on this hill, this one being a little bit higher than that, they're coming in this way. So they're going to have three options. They're either going to go around either north or south to try to get into this valley, or they might come straight up over the top.
Okay.
Could one of us bury ourselves underneath the top?
Well, yeah. So I'm planning on like I have a thing called magical ambush, where I can cast a spell if it requires a save, and I cast it from hiding. They have disadvantage on the save. So I could figure out one of my spells to maybe, I don't know, hit them with. I don't have very many like big spells. I mean, I barely have second level spells.
That's true.
I very very small caster over here.
You guys also, with an ambush, if you can successfully make those stealth checks prepare, it's not going to be too hard right now because they don't really know where you are. They just have that direction because, they got a nat 20 on their perception. So even at that far, they saw that something just came down. With them coming, you could still get that sneak attack surprise. So you would have advantage on those throws to hurt them, right?
So what I'm thinking is I'd like to guide them to come like through the center. So instead of going over the crest, to come down like around. And so I have dancing lights.
Ooh.
And so I'd like to just set up like something like over here at the foot. So it's like light over there, and then like kind of leading that, like have it move.
All right.
And so they kind of like follow it through,
north.
and then we'll pounce on them.
Yeah,
I like it.
I
Yeah.
like it, yeah.
Sweet. Would you all want to stay on this ridge? Would anyone want to go to the other ridge, or is it more just like from where you are, one and in once they're in?
I could go to the other ridge and get the drop on with my glide.
Yeah, especially if you like bury yourself on. So like with the ridge, if you bury yourself on this side, and they come around and through, then you can just pop out. And is anyone else ranged? Am I the only ranged guy?
Well, it is nighttime. I could almost look like a rock with my wings covering me.
Yeah, but
Basically, yeah.
Just
If you
roll
just
down
the more you look like sand, the better.
True.
that's
So-
true.
And sand would be easy to just
gonna
burst
ask-
out.
Oh, do we know
Yeah.
how many gnolls are coming towards us right now?
Currently, I will say, go ahead. Give me a perception check if you want to like try to like gauge
Yeah,
the numbers.
I'd try to get an estimate of just
Do you have anything to throw?
Oh, I
gosh.
can throw anything.
It's just-
that's
no,
a
do you,
other than
14.
sand.
No,
Through
do you-
me.
we can get you like lead
You're able to count.
balls.
There's
I
at
was
least
throwing
4
cannonballs
gnolls. It's
from
kind of hard
the
because
ship.
as they
Yeah.
all run, kind of
Yeah.
move. But you're gauging maybe about 4 gnolls, but like 3 skeletal warriors.
Oh.
So like, not too bad, but like enough that this is definitely a scouting group. Ready to attack.
So are gnolls intelligent?
That would be for you, Jim. You could make a history check for that one, engaging like an enemy. So Goliath, you can definitely come over to this ridge right here. I think the rest of you just
Like,
kind of.
Whether
could
I
they
wanna go over
communicate?
with you or not.
Like gnolls, you would be able to know gnolls
Yeah,
have
it's incredible.
communication languages,
Okay.
like whether
Let's-
common or others.
Let's try to
Probably
keep
stay,
one
just
alive.
'cause you can travel a lot faster than me.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's try to keep one alive
Okay.
to interrogate.
One of the gnolls.
One of
Because
the gnolls.
skeletons.
Does
They
anyone
won't, yeah.
What language do gnolls speak?
They.
Gnollish. I,
Oh,
wait,
No, dead straight. Actually, I guess I shouldn't tell you. You're supposed to roll, but
Do
yeah.
any of us speak with...
I will say though, go ahead and make your history check.
Whichever one looks like the leader of the group,
Okay.
we'll try to keep alive. Oh yeah, that's a great history.
I'll help you.
Oh. Is that allowed?
I think in my time in Tartarus, I read something about.
Yes, just because we've already said you and Mr. Incredible have been looking at the map, engaging war tactics and stuff, I'll allow it. Like,
much better.
I can allow help, actually.
It's just a 23.
Just a 23. Yeah, you know, because let alone the Gnolls have been led by Scar, so it's like either Scar also speaks Gnoll, or they, you know, it's very strong they would know Common, that kind of possibility, just because it helps in armies, so that... Because, I mean, all your troops need to have a way to talk to each other and their leaders. So
Best bet is the leader would speak common.
Yeah, so let's
And
try to
would
keep
know
the
the
leader
most.
alive.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna prepare blindness, deafness, specifically blindness.
Ooh, yeah.
And I will
Gotcha.
hit the leader with blindness, or whoever looks like the leader, when they come through.
Ooh.
And that will trigger a solo attack.
There's
Yeah, about
probably
four-
about 7.
I can
4
swoop
Gnolls, 3
down.
skeletal.
Okay,
About-
scoop up the leader.
Let's try to
Take
just
him
take
off.
him out. Let's just try to take him out and keep the leader alive.
So,
Alright.
question: how dumb of an idea would it be for me to like lay in the middle of the area and pretend like I'm like unconscious? So when they come around, they're like, "Oh, that's what fell from the sky." Because
you see Arthur just like they are looking for something
Because
that
that way,
fell.
yeah, instead of being
True.
like, there's nothing here anymore, if I'm just laying there like, oh no, like, I won't get a sneak attack on him, but you guys could get it from both sides of the
Okay,
or
that
the-
works.
Yeah.
I'm down.
I like that
We'll,
idea.
we'll do our best to keep you alive.
I'd say it's actually because what it would be,
I don't
Hercules,
wanna, like-
if you were like lying down and then went to attack, it's basically you're attacking from prone, but it's still sneak attack, so it would just cancel out. your
'Cause they're
attack.
not
so it wouldn't be
expecting
advantage,
combat.
but wouldn't be disadvantage.
So what will happen is we'll trigger a surprise round of combat,
Mm-hmm.
in which we'll all get to go, and then initiative happens, and so there's a good chance many of us will go twice before they go.
Because you'll get that surprise
It's
round.
not bad.
Awesome.
August.
Yes.
Can we do one thing as we're, or can I do one thing as we're preparing?
Yeah, definitely.
I just want to see if there's any rocks around.
Oh, I will say no perception check need. In the sand, there's some pretty hefty size rocks.
Okay, cool. I want to grab like a couple of those.
Just getting
Okay,
ready for a snowball fight.
Yeah.
I will
Fight
say,
for,
yeah.
What's the guy's name?
You're able to. Oh, yeah, you're able to find like 4 good sized rocks. You know, like kind of that size of your head where it's like this is going to definitely hurt someone if
Cool.
they get hit.
Wait, I got a better idea, Herc. I'm there in the center because I have Thunder Wave, and if they can get around me,
Oh,
and then I
you
get
can
that
just
magical
slap
ambush,
'em.
I just from the center.
That's not bad. I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm also the squishiest in the group, so
Jim.
keep me alive, please.
Jim. Yeah, I'm like we have 2 fighters, 2 barbarians, and a rogue, which I
Let's
love.
have the rogue be the
The rogue's gonna be the bait here.
It's a nice twist
do
on
it.
the convention.
Alrighty. You guys lay in wait for this trap. I am going. Okay. You guys watch coming up. I'll say, Jim, you're able to use those dancing lights and everything, just like to
Just
make
to
sure
lead
it
them.
looks like not so it's like that obvious. Like, look, what's that? It's like it's like it's a little bit lighter, maybe something magical. You guys watch, Jim. You don't see, but you hear these thundering steps as they get closer.
What's that, like 15 figures? Haha, you failed your perception.
Hercules did not notice. You watch coming around here is going to be one, or excuse me, here, and then here, here. The last one is going to be on that guard detail. Coming up, you see these creatures. Jim, you feel one of them is about to start sniffing. As they come up, you hear, definitely in common, something on your left just halt. Everything stops. He's about to make a perception check.
Okay, so I'd see if I can get as many as close as possible. Let's see, it's a 15-foot cube, so if I'm technically in that square,
Yeah.
that is 5, 10,
You can get all of them,
15,
I think.
except for this guy.
Except for that last skeleton. I will say, this gnoll just kind of sniffs, just alive. Not sure for how long. Right. We have been pretty hungry all day, haven't we, boys? Looking for this damn sword.
Ooh.
And then as soon as they like get in close,
we're gonna go ahead. Yeah, let's definitely. This is starting initiative. Everyone's going to get a surprise round, but let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'll get to that.
Yeah,
My brain runs ahead of myself. So.
It's getting worse.
Natural 20. Plus 5, 25.
Nat 20. What? All
25
right.
initiative. Let's kill these.
So, Jim, you got, so it's nat 20 plus 5,
Yeah,
right?
25 total.
25. Incredible.
That's the highest
Mr. Incredible, what did you get?
Rolled.
7.
7. All right. Goliath, what did you get?
10.
10. Okay. Herc, what did you get there?
15.
You do have advantage on your initiative.
Oh, shoot dang. 17.
17. All right.
Okay.
Let's
Sorry, guys, like I said,
let the
no
king.
idea what this game is.
Not bad. King Arthur. He doesn't have any pluses. Arthur also got a 7. So
Arthur, your deck sucks.
he's not dexterous. Let's say that.
Just go home.
Arthur, go home. So we're gonna go through this initiative order. Jim, you do get to begin. Have I? Do I have to? How do I do this? That should just be a refresh there. Ha!
Okay.
Here's this initiative for you.
I gotta get the
So
crap
Jim,
out of dodge.
each of you will get a surprise round. So Jim, what is your turn?
So, does setting off the Thunder Wave count as my surprise round?
That would be
Okay.
that action.
So that is my action. They all have disadvantage on the save
Okay.
because of my magical ambush.
Right, they're gonna
And
make
it's a
that.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's con. What do they have to beat?
A 15.
Okay. You watch as
Okay.
all of them
Okay, they get pushed.
all fall.
They get pushed 10 feet away from me.
10, so 5'10", 5'10", 5'10", 5'10", 5'10", 5'10".
And then they all take. Thunderstruck! Let's see, that's. So they all take 11 thunder damage.
11. Whoa.
Actually, I would cast it at second level, because why not? So,
Oh.
12. Fetch that.
So another point of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a oof.
Is bloodied worse than hurt? I'm assuming.
Bloodied is definitely worse than
Bloodied
hurt.
is like half damage, or less.
And then they all just took another point there.
So.
I love how the skeletons are the bloodied ones.
Yeah, wait.
You know,
wait.
that's just the thing. These are not. I will say, like, immediately, Jim, what you're realizing with this Thunderwave and as they're falling, they're not like beefy guys. These aren't like the gnolls you'd meet on frontline. These are quick, fast scouts who already with the Thunderwave, all of them look bad. Because again, they're like, oh, here's some carrying me in the middle of this deserty place. Immediately, boom, you just blast out.
Okay.
That is your action. You would still have a bonus action, and it's half your movement to get up.
Okay. Yeah. So I will get up.
Sweet.
So from hearing them, could I tell which one was the leader?
The one to your left. Now that you're looking up, it's this guy that was talking.
Okay.
Excuse me. That last skeleton wasn't in your range. I accidentally added.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
So I will pull out my pistol and my rapier.
Okay. Getting ready.
And then as a rogue, I wish I had a more detailed character sheet. I don't, because I'm lazy.
Oh yeah, we're in initiative. We're totally going right.
Let's see. Yeah. I will use my bonus action to just get the heck out of dodge.
Sweet. Yeah, and you've got 30 feet of movement, so
Which you can bonus action dash as a rogue.
Oh right,
so
yeah,
I got tons of movement.
So you've got 15 plus 30.
Yeah.
So do you want to go just away from everything, or
Yeah, I'll just move back.
15, 20, 25?
Let's go 30.
Cool. And that's not even all your movement, so yeah.
I'll just chill
I'll
there.
allow it. They're great. That makes now Herc. You are next. what do you want to do for your surprise turn?
Oh boy. So for the surprise turn, I think I'll just run up and slash at this null right here.
Go ahead. You can just jump on it, and you guys can feel free to move your mace how you want. Because that would be 5, 10, 15, 20. You can just slide down. That's like not even half your movement. I mean, Herc's fast.
Yeah, let me just double check. Would it be advantageous to go into a rage? I think I'll hold off on rage. right now.
Yeah, I think we.
I will say, with this sneak attack, this ambush you've set up, you guys are going to have a way easy time.
Wait, this counts as double damage, right? Or what is sneak
you
damage?
get so
You get- He's at disadvantage trying to hit you. You are at advantage because he is prone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the sneak attack round is you just get to take a turn
Mhm.
before we go into initiative.
Oh, because I'm not technically.
But
hit.
because
Yeah,
they're
okay.
prone, it's one of those like, haha, here we go.
So I have advantage on this. So let's reroll that. That's gonna be. Oh, let me do the math.
It's some insane hit.
I think it's 31, but let me double check.
Jim has to drink this soda.
Oh, Smuggler's Rum? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what the plus is to that.
To hit, you have a plus 17.
Oh yes, so it is 31.
It's 31.
what?
I will say though, again, with Hercules, that's like the thing he can consistently do, right? Unlike a lot of other characters where it's like you're great with a lot of different things. This is kind of hurts.
You guys are gonna see me swinging this sword tonight,
That definitely hits that null you're going for. Go ahead and
and just kill it.
I'm gonna say, yeah, the minimum damage you can do there, Herc, is going to kill it. I know that for a fact, just because I know that character very well right now. Herc, you just come up, boom, cleanly with your sword, pop off, just like decapitation. Like, I'll say this too. Like after, you swing down. Like as it cuts through in the sand, you feel great. Like, this is one of those, like, you're in your element, you're hearing those lessons, it's like, oh, this feels great. One null down. There's a couple more. Because you do have 2 attacks per turn.
Oh my gosh, guys, I don't even know what I'm doing with this guy. Okay, I'm gonna run over to the skeleton that's not. Do I just take him off the board?
Yeah. Or just leave the body down. I've marked it. Just,
Can't use
in case.
bodies.
So I'll use.
Incredible. I can use that.
Okay, so that, to get up to that skeleton, that puts me at 45 movement.
Sweet.
And I'm gonna swing at this last skeleton that's not down yet.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll the hit.
Very pina colada-esque.
I'm trying to do math. 23.
23 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright, that's 5, 10, 13 damage.
13 damage. You're adding in your strength modifier. Wait, I think no. Because you have
You said it was-
strength plus the sword is 13 plus whatever your 2d6 is.
Oh, you said it was 3.
I am so sorry.
In that case, it's. I rolled 2 5s, so then it would be 13. So it would be
23.
That's it.
Holy cow.
That's it. That's all the damage.
Herc, you come in again, seeing this, Phil. When you're going for undead, split top to bottom. Foo, kush, clean down to the bone. That skeleton is dead. Completely just crumbles into bones and weapon. What a turn, Herc. I mean, just coming in for your surprise.
Bless my soul.
Herc was on a roll.
Hey,
It's
don't
good.
jinx it.
Don't you? Well, and again, because that's the thing. It's like you can do great damage, but yeah, right? Like
Take a lot of
he can take damage. There goes
You have
Herc.
one job.
Goliath,
You do it
that's
well.
you, buddy.
Alrighty.
So the leader is down below. You were able to see this guy talking, right?
Because it's
Um,
literally just your eyes poking out of the sand.
I'll say, like, with your stone, that's definitely, like, they have no freaking clue you're here.
Okay. Well, since I don't want to kill the leader, I'm going to go to the one in the back.
Okay, so that'd be
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, and you're just dropping on him.
Yep. I just come in with my Dragonbone Greatsword and just stab him down. With
At-
my combined weight and the force of my glide.
At Hell's Heart, I stab at the. Go
Bisect
ahead.
him.
Yeah, roll the hit there. You definitely have advantage dropping from above.
Is that actually
Of course you
force
would
damage?
quote that.
That's
Well, I just quoted it first.
that was me.
I know, but still, like...
Don't sue. Does anyone know? Anyway.
Moby Dick, that's...
Moby, it's
Isn't it
technically
public
public domain.
That's public domain.
Give in
You're
the
fine.
comments, guys. I don't know.
You also have advantage.
Yep.
Yeah, so let's see. This guy's probably down too.
Okay.
That's 14 to hit.
14 to hit, misses.
Oh.
These
didn't quite right.
these they do have armor, right? These are armored scouts. You go in. I'll say like this gnoll like looks up and is able to start rolling away because again these are dangerous pack creatures that live for danger. He's able to start rolling away for that turn. Goliath, I think you still have any bonus action or anything, but I think if that just wants to be your turn for your surprise round.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do. Mr. Incredible, that is your turn.
Okay, so which one did we decide was the leader?
This guy up here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is...
Because then, to give you this idea, this guy and this skeleton are both down. The two skeletons are very weak but still alive.
Yeah.
Same with these three gnolls.
Okay. So I have 30 feet of movement.
Mhm.
How far is that?
So that could get you 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Okay,
30.
so what I want to do is... I was right here, right?
Yes.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Could I grab this guy?
That guy's dead.
Yeah, he's dead, so,
Okay, so I grab him.
he can't
I
oppose.
come over here.
10.
Booming blade that dude with the dead man.
Booming blade.
Not gonna hit him
yes,
with the head. That thing is lopped off.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a headless gnoll. Booming blade. Yes.
Because it's any melee attack, right?
Funnily enough, Headless Knoll was the name of my band in high school.
Oh, that's incredible. Mr. Incredible, yes, go ahead. You're rolling this definitely with advantage again. You are attacking from above because he is on the ground. Go ahead and roll that advantage there for you.
So I'm just gonna sneak it in here.
Okay, so that's going to be... Let's see. It's a strength modifier, right?
Yes.
Okay. So... 15.
15 hits.
Okay.
Go ahead. This damage is going to be
I was looking at it up here just a second.
no body.
Are you
Well, because he's Booming Blade.
Dead body?
Yeah, Booming Blade is going to help actually do the damage right now.
Oh wait, are you proficient with makeshift weapons?
Because Mr. Incredible only uses his fist. So
Yeah.
your fists have like stats to them, but that's why
I have
he
a
has
bunch
that.
on here, but then... I mean, I've been throwing cannonballs.
Since like day
sword
one. Like,
blades.
it's kind of what you do, right? You use your strength any way you can.
Are you sure you don't want to go monk?
I will already say, I think again, the minimum damage you can do is the skeleton's gone.
Okay.
You take this, boom, into the sand. This skeleton, parts just fly everywhere. You also have another attack, Mr. Incredible there.
Yes.
You could throw
So,
the body
here's
at the
my
other
Wait,
side.
Goliath,
Yeah, I
I
was
think you have
thinking
2
about
attacks
this.
there, buddy.
Oh, I do! Holy crap.
Do you want to? We'll pause your attack,
Yeah.
or if you both want to roll another attack. So yeah, what are you doing?
So what I was planning on is I was hoping that that guy would die, but the thing is, oh, never mind.
No, never mind.
Keyword willingly.
Yeah.
I
Willing.
was like, it says if he moves, then he takes another D8 of damage, and so I was like gonna throw him. And
Consent is key here, kids.
I was
Willing.
literally about to say the exact same
Can you
thing.
be unwilling if you're dead?
I think, in fact, I'm not going to answer that. That's a terrifying question. Are you unwilling if you're dead? Are you just there?
Can I
You're
use your
dead.
body to obliterate another person?
Hey, man, we're all about consent here. We can't actually kill you with your dead friend if you don't want us to. But we will anyway, because we have to stop you. No. So, yeah, Mr. Grubble, you're probably not going to get that off.
That's okay. I'll let you go first.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Okay. Do I still get advantage on this?
You do still have advantage. Yeah.
Sweet.
He's still prone.
Well, you'll need it.
Nat 20!
Woo! Holy crap. Oh, jeez.
Just curb stomp.
You're rolling... Your strength modifier there, Goliath, is 4 plus... Okay, go ahead and roll the hit. I mean, he might not die. We'll see.
But he doubles the dice, so.
He does. I mean... This is a bloodbath.
See, that's all it takes is a good plan.
23 points of damage.
I think he's dead.
Okay, no, seriously, curb stomp the
You
guy.
like as he goes, like you're bringing down the sword. He starts rolling away, and you just like bring it down and then sweep. As it catches him straight in the gut. This gnoll finishes rolling, is dead. Ooh, incredible. And Mr. Incredible.
Take a shot.
That's your turn. Yeah, we'll make a drinking game of this. So, Mr. Incredible, you're seeing here, you're holding this gnoll's body. Right now, the only things alive are the skeleton near Goliath and the other gnoll near Hercules. And Arthur will then take his final attack, or his sneak turn. Surprise round. There's the word.
You could probably get to the normal
20, 25,
Just
30.
throw it across.
Yeah, he could. Actually, Arthur is probably going to be able to reach that gnoll on his turn. Because that'd be 5, 10, or I like doing this because it's sometimes a little weird. Yeah, he'll make it.
What I want to do is, let's see. So my legendary actions, I get every initiative, right?
At the end of other people's turns.
So you can choose like
With the ring, so like
Yeah.
it won't happen on yours, but like after someone else goes, you can just tell me like I want to use this right
Okay,
now
gotcha.
for that ring you got there. Yeah.
Gotcha.
you.
What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna throw one of the rocks that I got. At
Okay,
The,
alright.
the last like skeleton dude.
Sweet. Go ahead and.
It's at disadvantage because he's prone. It's a ranged attack.
Mhm.
Okay.
So yeah, but go ahead and roll the hit. Oh,
It's a skeleton.
I mean it is a skeleton. It's not.
Both of them were, let's see, 22s.
That's it.
That's it.
Again,
Wow.
these skeletons are not. Gang, they're skeletons. They weren't going to win any awards today. Mr. Incredible, you slam this gnoll into the skeleton, and like kind of that like you pick up the sword, toss it, huck it, just like pitcher style, as this skeleton like starting to lose up dust from where that skull is, as it crumbles to the ground, pile of bones. Incredible. That's gonna make Arthur. This is the only gnoll left. He's gonna go up and in. He's gonna make a swing on it here. Oh my gosh, that was bad.
He needs a better weapon.
Even with advantage, he missed.
Oh.
He's
He has 2 attacks, right?
he does, so he's gonna use that second attack. Okay, there we go.
And Goliath missed.
I will let you guys know. I just rolled 3 2s and an 8.
Oh,
He does have that +10 with his current sword. But that's bad.
Passive action, I'm gonna yell at Arthur, like, what the heck, kid?
Yeah, go home.
I'm sorry. And he's like brings down the sword
Great.
hard. So that's gonna deal. Not bad. Enough. This gnoll, this final or penultimate gnoll here, he is able to stab into the heart. The gnoll kind of does that death throw, slumps on the ground. Arthur's like, I got him, I got him, I got him. You know, just kind of like almost. You realize he's not saying it to any of you. He's saying it to himself.
Is this his first kill ever?
No,
Yeah,
it is
so-
not. Like the first kill that you've seen, he has been like fighting, but this is the first time he's fought with you guys. He's, you know.
He's nervous.
You might, no insight needed. He's very nervous. You guys are like gods, basically, and he's a brand new king.
Can I just like clap him on the? I'm right there. Can I just
You-
clap him on the shoulder out of it? Like, just
You
like
see-
hands up.
Yeah, you just clap and be like, make sure you twist.
Yeah, exactly. Double
Wait,
tap.
double tap. Oh, right. This one does another throw. Now it's definitely dead. Definitely. Jim, that makes you. We're now back into this
Okay.
initiative. Top. You're the. Yeah.
So I'll just run up to Captain Knoll over here. And
15, 20, 25.
yeah, just like rapier in one hand, pistol right in the face. Don't move.
Go ahead and give me that intimidation check. That's pretty intimidating.
No, it's not. It's a 7.
You see this gnoll just spits at you and is getting ready to
I'm gonna
roll an
shoot.
attack. But
Well,
yeah.
It's my
Oh
turn.
yeah, you still yeah.
So I will make sure he doesn't kill him, but I'll shoot him right in the shoulder.
Okay. Go ahead, roll the hit.
Well, actually, I'd stab him because.
Right, yeah. I would say.
I'm
Yeah.
getting some Firefly vibes here.
Yeah, right.
Okay. That is. My brain's not working. It's a 25.
Definitely is gonna hit him.
Oh, come on.
Looking great from Noli boys.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
I don't have sneak attacks, though.
He is still up actually. You stab into him. He's like, ah, but you see he's like ready for a fight. Jim, that's your turn.
Actually-
those guys are all dead. Oh yeah, you still have a bonus action if you want.
Okay, he doesn't matter that much. Never mind.
I can intimidate him.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Herc, that's you.
Okay. Alright. I'm also going to walk over. I would assume that's within 50 feet.
Definitely.
Um,
You're fast. You're getting there.
and I'm going to take my sword. I don't know if Hercules is a dark character, but I'm doing this, and I'm just going to stab it through his arm into the ground.
Ooh.
And
Yeah,
this is
so I got him pierced through the shoulder into the ground.
I will say, yeah, and so you
and
just
I'll take the other side.
oh my gosh, yeah. Rolling it, no attack roll needed because like I think you're hitting his AC just base.
Just by existing.
Just by existing. Herc, you like it's not even like strenuous for you. Like it's gonna sound gross like butter, literally. You just put your sword through this nose arm. This nose just yells in pain as he's now pinned. We are out of initiative because you have him basically grappled on the ground with sword point. He can't get out. I mean, I
probably
will.
kill him.
Delightful.
Yeah, because like I will roll just a strength at disadvantage, and yeah, he's stuck. He's stuck. You guys, dust is clearing. Well done in like literally just a couple seconds. Great ambush, and you now have this no leader.
It was a massacre.
This
Dude,
is
I love
he is like
tactics like this.
frothing, that very highness, like, whipping his neck back and forth, trying to get free, but cannot. Especially with Hercules, just with like basically one hand of yours alone can probably keep him down. But the swords keep him from being able to really utilize his arms because you kind of severed some tendons. He can't reach for stuff, even if he has secrets or sneaky stuff. So you guys can all surround him. What do you do?
Okay, so who has the best intimidation?
I think by experience or like how
I
much.
have a bonus of 8.
I feel like I have to ask, would any of the rest of
I'm
us have
bonus
heard
7.
him talking about the sword, or would it have just been you?
Oh, that's
Probably
true.
just me.
The rest of you would have heard him talk, but like again, he's not like shouting it out.
Mhm.
So Jim, you've heard him talk, but Mr. Incredible has the best intimidation. So.
Okay, so we'll tag team it, good cop, bad cop, kind of thing.
Ooh, okay.
He'll go bad cop.
You're a good cop with your knife.
Yeah,
in
don't
his-
worry about it. I'm
Good
okay.
here.
It's bad cop.
It's bad cop, worse cop.
There you go.
Ooh, right. Wow.
Nice. I corrupted this campaign in
Nice.
30 seconds.
30
flat.
second Hercules dig into the shoulder. Oh, ah.
I mean, to be fair, I did it first.
Yeah, you guys are. I was expecting
I
this
beat
tonight.
up an innocent man in prison to help him escape. Like, I'm.
Yeah, that was.
Can I have a few minutes with this Knoll?
Yes, we're about to interrogate him.
Okay.
You
You,
wanna-
don't want to kill him. I want a little bit of time with this guy.
Yikes! What are you about to do?
I'll say Arthur. Arthur's like, like, because you can all like whisper aside. Arthur just like, I think legally speaking, you shouldn't tell me if you're about to do that. I might actually I might have to arrest you, and I don't think I can.
War crimes are serious, man.
No, I'm not talking war crimes. This guy's gonna become my best friend.
What?
I want to
thought you were gonna, like,
use the
waterboard
ring
him.
on him.
Ooh.
Do we not know you have the ring?
Okay.
No,
No.
Yeah, no. This is one.
So-
With the ring, Mr. Incredible, you definitely could.
I was thinking something way darker, like
Same.
pull off
I
his
was thinking,
claws
like-
one by one until he escapes.
I was thinking if we are interrogating him, I was gonna like just flick the swords every once in a while. But
Ooh,
like,
yeah, because that would hurt.
Ugh.
I feel like I could get
Yeah.
any information out of him that I want if he's in my army.
Yeah, if he's on your side.
Yeah.
Mr. Incredible, here's what we're gonna do.
Comes in return with an army of gnolls.
Right.
Scar's like,
This is
wait,
gonna be
what the?
Funny
a.
enough, Army of Gnolls was the name of my other band.
Yeah. This is whoa, deja vu. What the heck? Mr. Incredible. So this is actually a charisma check, just straight charisma. You do get proficiency now with this ring.
Okay.
I will tell
So
you
is that
right
plus
now.
5 or plus 6?
Plus,
What does this Knoll have?
What level are you?
so I'm a level 15 fighter, 1 paladin.
If you
So
were
you're level
curious, this Knoll is
14.
very not charismatic.
Okay.
Go ahead and beat a DC 8.
Here, you should have a higher proficiency bonus. I believe you're plus 5 for proficiency.
With level 15, you're now at 5.
Oh, okay, cool. So,
So
do
you
I
get
get my
plus
charisma
9.
bonus and my proficiency bonus?
Yeah, so right now,
Oh,
that's
maybe
going to
a
be a
plus 9
plus
total.
9.
Okay. Yeah,
That-
so
Even with that bonus,
15,
that
yeah.
beats that DC 8. What do you... We're going to kind of like flavor this up. What do you do to kind of like get him in your army, right? As you're standing over him.
I'm going to let him know that he is one of the first recruits in my army, and he could have a very powerful position with us,
As
or
I
he could die right now.
as I pull my rapier
Ooh.
out.
So I'm like kind of being intimidating, but I'm also giving him an enticing offer.
Right. You look into this Knoll's eyes. Again, very jackal eye, these very like yellowish canine eyes. As he's frothing, he looks at you. You feel a warm, radiating light, just kind of like whether internal, external. The rest of you see, Mr. Credible, you kind of glow red almost. As you're like, I'll say, that fist raised, like join the army. You see this Knoll, quick calculations in his head of, I do not want to die. These
Mr.
are very powerful people.
I'll reinforce it, just like imagine the damage that you can do and the reward that you will receive when we take, the entire kingdom.
You see this Knoll. What's your name?
What's my name?
Yeah.
My name is Mr. Incredible, and I'll call you Mr. Junior Incredible.
MJ Incredible.
Just call him
MJ
Bucky.
Incredible. Yeah.
Go home, Bucky.
He goes, I am Junior Incredible. I pledge myself to your service. You
Alright,
feel the ring kind of like glows hot on your finger. It's not visible to anyone, but you feel that heat. You hear just like, so it begins, kid, in your head. As you feel this bond now made. His name is now Mr. Junior Incredible.
I have a question for
I just
Mr.
threw
Junior
his name
Incredible.
out. You never get to know that. He's there. Yeah, you see, he's ready.
In my past life.
I just let him know, or I'll tell these guys, he's good to go. You guys can take the swords out.
I lift him up.
I'll give him 20 hit points,
Oh, yeah, okay.
and then I just want to let him know. I'll let you do your thing, for like until we're ready for an attack. But I do need some information from you.
You can give him 18 and he's full up.
Okay, I give him
if you-
18.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So I just want to know what he knows about the sword. And
Yes,
I
sir.
want to know
Where they've looked.
where you've looked, and I want to know, what is Scar's plan?
Ooh,
yeah. And how many more gnolls and skeletons are out here?
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah.
like,
How many other
we're gonna
search
get-
parties?
right.
We want to strategize.
Yes,
so
sir.
I want it to feel like a team conversation, not necessarily.
Pull out the
a
map.
team-
Right, yeah.
Pull out the map and be like,
Yeah, it's like,
let's
dude,
get
now
some
that
real
they're
intel
here-
out
Yeah.
of this guy.
Do you want to pull out the map?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sweet. You can unroll that. You see he's like, right, sir. You see he starts pointing. There are exactly 4 other parties, including my old companions out in these
Past
areas.
Yeah.
You see he starts pointing. We've been able to triangulate somewhere this bearing of the sword. General Scar wants this weapon, he says, for the war. You see he starts like, with his claw pinpointing. Now, as far as we know, that's all we get. I'm the highest ranking of the gnolls and skeletons out here. But as far as we know, this is somewhere around the lake. We're not sure,
It's totally in the lake.
but that's as close we
It's
got.
in the lake.
Yeah.
You see even Arthur kind of like to you, Goliath, because he's not close, just like,
question or a good comment. If he's the highest ranking Null, why don't we send him back? Keep him working, because that way he could maybe feed us information.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how
that,
he-
or he could bring more gnolls to us, and Mr. Incredible can really build an army.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Give
like
him,
that.
Give him, like,
I like that a
Sid.
lot, actually.
Like, go in and be like, guys, we need some reinforcements here.
We
Oh, I
can
guess
send
it's like
him
Not
to
even
grab.
tell them that it's against Scar's army. Just
Yeah,
be like,
here.
we need reinforcements in wherever.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
show up, you hit
So-
them with the ring, and then we have
No,
them.
we could send him to. We could send him to grab the other scouting parties
Exactly.
and bring them here.
He's the highest ranking. He could
Mhm.
just trump any of the other people.
Yeah, out
And
of all the
then-
Knolls.
Exactly.
I'm not sure about sending him back to like the main army because that's just a way of him getting caught.
But getting the
screwed
patrols,
over.
maybe.
But
yeah.
getting the patrols, I'm definitely down for.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
And
I love it. I love it.
All right. So what are you telling him to do? Yeah, he's ready.
So we could funnel them into this valley and then just set up on the high ground. And so you're standing there. He
It's
brings
over
them
gnolls.
to you.
We have the high ground.
Yeah. Because
Like-
you're
like,
way
no
more
joke.
on the undead.
One group at a time.
You see, that's a good question, Hercules. You see that MJI, MG, we'll call him. MG just, right side, these undead currently are under the direction of the cauldron. Even though I cannot command the skeletons, they are co-workers, you might say.
What about
Okay.
the other gnolls?
The other gnolls will listen to my command.
So we just
Ooh,
split the
good.
gnolls off. We
Yep.
bring them into this valley. We are on the high ground with Mr. Incredible and MJ right there. And then you do your whole thing with us covering fire if we need to.
We
Stuff
could
like
rearrange
that.
the letters of Mr. and Junior and Incredible. Just maybe, I don't know, Jim could be a possible. MJ's fine. I thought
kill him right now.
I thought that was
Incredible
funny.
Mister.
Mr. Incredible, Mr.
Mr.
Yeah,
Mim.
Mim. There's already a man of Mim. Anyway, too many names in this world. Mr. Incredible, yeah. You see MJ just. Shia, if I might, if we bring all of us in to find something, we know can make quick work of our skeletons. But the skeletons are connected somehow back with camps.
With the camps.
Oh, so they would know.
So they would know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, could he convince just the gnolls to come? Like, split the skeletons and the gnolls off?
You see, yeah, MJ just, I could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
MJ
just
is
bring
the
them
boss.
up.
You see, Arthur actually is like, Mr. Incredible, if he could do that, we should probably get going for that lake, too.
Yeah.
Because if he can do that, well, because we don't have a lot of time before sunrise, and
Yeah.
we don't know what's going back.
Let's do it.
Breathe air.
Me?
Yeah.
Like when I'm
When
stoned.
when you're not stoned.
Yeah,
Yes.
I need to breathe air.
Clyde, what's
He's like,
wrong with you?
Couldn't you just go diving and look around until you find it?
That's what I was thinking.
I think it's a smart idea.
I was like,
Keep
right
looking!
Yeah. I was like, right as dawn comes in, I jump into the lake and turn to stone and sink down.
Just start looking around.
Then at night,
Scuba.
I wake up in the bottom of the lake and just.
You see MJ just, oh, sorry, would you like me to gather them here in the dunes? Wait for your turn?
Yes. How soon can you be back with them?
You see, he goes, shouldn't take me more than maybe
should do
20
this
minutes
soon.
because I don't know how far they've gotten out because they've been going on the other edges of the lake.
Let's not do this, dude, because there are dead gnoll bodies.
Yeah, good idea. So I'll tell him.
Couldn't we bury the dead Null bodies?
Yeah, we'll
It's
just hide them in
sand. We could
sand.
just go
We could.
real quick.
It's not hard. You can push them into the dune, hit the sand, and it'll already start covering.
Yeah, let's do
We
that.
could. Either that, or
But-
we can move just to the other edge
Yeah,
so
let's-
that they
let's-
don't see. Like,
Let's
because there's
find
a mountain
different
here, so-
dune. Let's find a
That's
different
fair.
valley,
Okay.
just so there's
Yeah.
no chance.
You guys go to a next valley over. Dang, I'm gonna have to get new knolls.
Another question, and if it's throwing too many wrenches in, we can just abandon it. But if we made it look like the gnolls decided to attack the skeletons outside of our control, couldn't that incite like not a civil revolution because they're not really allies right now, anyways, but
Them to turn on each other.
yeah, more infighting just to cause general chaos for that side.
My
Or would that
only
be too
problem
much?
with that is there's not much time.
Yeah.
So
Oh, true, because
The
it's
main
like the
focus
last
is
thing
getting the
like that.
sword.
Or right.
Getting an old army is just a bonus.
It really is. Yeah, MJ just, I can do that. So
All right, we'll see you in 20 minutes over on the next dune.
yes, sir. You see he on all fours just start bounding across.
So, dude,
20
we got
minutes
some null
passed.
shock troops.
Yeah.
So you guys, in 20 minutes, you see bounding up forward about 20 or so gnolls, being followed by maybe 10 or so skeletons.
Okay.
So, what we could do?
We can take out the skeletons pretty easy.
The skeleton, you guys actually watch as they're bounding forward. MJ's like barking as they're bounding, like you guys kind of below. Right before they reach the dunes, the gnolls on a dime turn and just start tearing. If you've ever seen a dog go at a bone, that's doing injustice to the sight you see of just ripping femurs out. These skeletons are gone in an instant.
I like it. I like them.
Just dust. You see
Go for
MJ just he bounds up to you, Mr. Incredible, spits out like a whole skull.
Back on the menu, boys.
You see
There
just
was no meat on
right,
this
sire. Would you like to speak to would-be
would.
troops?
Yes. So I'll let them know. Welcome to the world's greatest army. You guys are my first compatriots, and I'm excited to see what we can accomplish together. This world is going to be ours.
Just cackling as these gnolls hyenas. I will say you can do that same charisma check. It will be with advantage because you have turned their leader, right? I mean, MJ's barking like he's already like kind of that like salute, that like fist to the head, claw kind of out as he just like salutes you. So yeah, go ahead and make that charisma check at advantage. To get an army, or okay, not an army, but more troops. All bets are off for me, gang.
Jim,
Okay.
you want to sling that blanket at me?
Yeah.
21.
Dude, I am roasting.
You see again the cackles and cheers go up. All these gnolls start saluting again, claw to the head. As you see, MJ just turns to you, is like, "We follow you, command, sire."
All right. I like it. You said 20 more?
There's 20. Like this is total. Everyone's here.
So 20
Right now you have
total?
20 total gnolls.
Ooh, I'm
Sorry,
excited
yeah,
to
I
see
should-
their stats
Uh,
for like the Kingdoms of Warfare.
I'll explain
Use
to
them as
them
like
that
shock troops.
Mr. Junior Incredible is in charge, but they will all be leaders in the battalion. And then
Ooh.
I think it's smartest to have them go back and keep looking, just so that Scar doesn't catch on.
Yeah.
He's like, we can keep patrolling. We can, if by your command, sire, maybe go get some breakfast. We actually haven't eaten yet today. if that's all right.
Are any of them damaged?
No, everyone's it's a surprise round of a pack of gnolls versus skeletons is very one-sided.
Yeah.
The only damage that was coming was from you guys, and everyone's fine.
Yeah.
So,
Just
I'll let
send
them
out
go.
nothing.
Are gnolls cannibalistic?
In fact, they're not.
Okay.
But they're very vicious and wild in a lot of other senses.
Yeah.
So
I was just gonna say we have
brutal,
food.
brutal
Yeah.
troops. Just go send them out hunting.
I was gonna, send them out hunting. After that, they can keep, patrolling, looking for. Were they actively looking for the sword?
They were, they're like using. MJ can explain like we were using our noses and perception trying to sniff out power. Really hard to do. If you've ever tried to sniff a sword, it's kind of impossible, honestly. But we can keep looking for you.
Go get breakfast. If you happen to see the sword, just let me know.
Sweet. Howls out. They all start cheering, clanking of shields armor,
So-
and start charging out to the woods to go. Hopefully, maybe find less than intelligent things to eat. But they're out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So point of order, you have divine sense now, right? You could probably detect where the sword is.
Yeah.
Because if it's hollowed or sanctified in any way,
that could count as celestial.
Mm-hmm.
or just like places that are
Places.
consecrated.
You guys know. I mean, as far as you know, right now, you would probably want to get down to the lake.
Yeah.
Is the first
Yeah.
point of order. So, I'll say you guys can start heading down. Again, you like hear and see like the gnolls heading off into the woods. You head down to Lake. You're still about an hour and a half before dawn. In that 20-minute plus 10, just that kind of like rendezvous getting there. You head down to the lake. I'm gonna make a check. You see as you come down to the water's edge. Arthur kind of like does that squat, just looking in, just. So do we think it's like in? He's going to reach out. You see he touches the water. All of you feel this vroom of something in the air. Mr. Incredible, you feel not until Arthur touches the lake itself. Suddenly, the lake feels divine. As it has just been almost awakened somehow. You feel that like with your divine aura of celestial sanctity, it just absolutely bloomed from the lake. All of you around the water's edge now feel vroom, 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 vroom. Like Moses and the Red Sea slowly parting, water starts receding and steps. You don't. It's almost hard to see where water and stone mix and meet as these steps start appearing down into the lake. You see Arthur is immediately taking like multiple steps back up. I'll say he bumps into you, Goliath, and that oh shoot, what's going on?
So I'll go and be like, awesome. I'll scout ahead. So I then stealth down into the steps.
And I'd be far enough behind you that I don't ruin your stealth, but I'm following pretty quickly.
Sweet.
Put my hand on Arthur's shoulder and just kind of give him a little shove forward.
Right. He starts walking forward. Mr. Incredible probably then bringing up the rear. You all start heading down. As you walk further and further, what you notice immediately is the light doesn't seem to fade, but it doesn't seem to grow. It is this underwater, ethereal pulsation. The walls, again, almost are stone and water in this glow. The lake shouldn't be this bright for before dawn. It might be somewhat, but you can tell this is obviously magical. The farther you get, you do look behind, and the stairs seem to now stretch endlessly back upwards after a while. Jim, you are going down. Give me if you want, a stealth and perception if you are now first walking down.
Stealth is a natural 20.
Whew! Ghost.
So 25.
25. Yeah, you're good.
Perception is a 5.
Perception of 5. I will say, Jim, it's hard to keep track and perceive something when all you see is stone steps and walls. Nothing seems to change. There's no torches. There's no markings. Everything seems to be almost more of the same. As you're walking, Goliath, you're almost not totally filling up walking down, but you're still very much large enough the corridor. Mr. Incredible's behind you. All of you while walking though specifically feel this very hesitated breath. Anyone now who wants can roll an Arcana check. Arthur is very much focused on just getting down these steps. He's ready for battle, basically.
25 for Arcana.
25.
Nat 20 Arcana?
Ooh.
Total 21.
Goliath?
18.
Not one.
Herc, probably not. Herc, you're just having a good time.
Herc isn't as familiar with Celtic lore.
Yeah.
This
is
Celtic
beautiful
lore.
here.
I'll say, because Goliath, you, with that natural, it's perfect. It's almost history. This is deep Celtic, Druidic architecture. What you're seeing right now and what you're vibing is something you probably have experienced maybe once or twice. You have the definite feeling this is no longer the mortal plane. Whether it's bad or good, you're almost into this strange half world. You're not sure, even with the Nat 20, it could be demi-plane or it could just be a part of a different plane. But as you enter in, and all of you then can feel this. I'll say Arthur also rolled a 4, so he and Herc are probably more just okay, this is getting ready. The three of you though are feeling this is no longer mortal world. Something's going on. I'm going to make another check. After what seems like honestly too long, Goliath with that 20 also, your internal clock's like it's been over an hour and a half. Like you guys are just walking, right, making conversation, doing everything. You're not turning to stone though,
Yeah,
which
we're
is
not-
kind
we're
of
not on
freaky.
Earth.
I mean, it's not
Yeah.
Earth, right? But it's also you're wondering like it could be the magic to this plane, or it could be something specifically. After a while, though, you see Arthur's becoming increasingly more frustrated. You see, like, you're talking, like, at least polite conversation, you know, Jim maybe signaling back, nothing. After a while, Arthur just, well, is this, like, a test? Get on with it, Jim. You immediately find yourself at a door.
Oh, hey, what?
I was gonna
There's
ask.
the door.
Was it like, I don't even know.
I didn't even
Was
see
it
it
like
coming.
a check that
Oh.
he made that made him impatient, or?
Yeah, I was just seeing how frustrated you would get.
Sorry, I ran face first into that.
You guys all quickly converge. This door, again, Goliath, you've seen these broad Celtic, wooden actually, you know, with that wrought iron kind of like on the bar sides, with a simple handle to be able to turn. Jim, I'll say with your stealthing and perception, it's not great with that perception, but you know there's no traps going on. Mr. Incredible, it's still that same divine sense from when nothing has turned evil or chaotic or any change really. But now there's just a door. You see Arthur just... Should we go through?
Pull out my
Or...
pistol. Look back. Open the door.
Go. As you breach, the rest of you getting ready, I'll say probably either swords drawn or fists ready, you burst into this room immediately. You all watch as a mastiff the size of an elephant, bounding across the floor, not at you, is running around chasing little balls. Upon further inspection, though, any of you, it's easy to see, no perception check needed, realize that there are 3 small gnomes booking it around this room as bounding after these gnomes who are just panting, red-faced, like diving every so often as this master just tries to like go down, scoop them up with his jaws. And that's what you see.
So,
Is there
burst
any-
down the door, come in, just see it, like, stop. Like,
Is there another
Was
exit or
not
entrance to this
expecting that.
Currently, it's just an empty room. There's no other door besides the one you came through.
Okay. And is that door still there?
Yes, it is.
okay. So yeah,
These
I will-
gnomes, are they like wielding weapons? Like, are they looking?
These
hostile?
are just straight up gnomes. You see that? I mean, their hair is very wet and matted with sweat as they're just booking it.
okay.
You see Arthur just, what's going on?
So
Like, yes.
what I do is I book off into the shadows somewhere, wait for a gnome to come by, and just like stealth him in to see if I can't get information out of
Go
him.
ahead. It's not like too shadowy a room. This room again has that same illumination of the hallway.
Okay.
You can still go ahead and give me that stealth check, at least to like side grab a gnome.
So the dog doesn't notice, basically.
Gotcha.
It's a 1.
A 1. You go. I'll say with a 1, you all watch. Jim's like watching them run by, like, because again, like they're not always grouped up. After all, you go, you pick up one of the gnomes. This gnome just looks at you, just. You hear. The mastiff has turned and looked at you, Jim, and is now bounding towards you as fast as it
board.
can. This mastiff is bounding towards you. Are you running? What are you doing? It's about to be upon you.
Shut the door! Shut the door! I just start booking it, I
You
guess.
start booking. Go
I
ahead.
wouldn't try to stop it.
Give me an athletics check.
Could it be acrobatics as I parkour my way to dodge it?
No, this is just a pure athletics of you're running, basically. The rest of you see the massive turns attention. The other 2 homes are just like as they stopped in their separate corners, just like panting for breath.
I'll signal to them. Is there another room?
I got a 7.
See what? 7. You start booking it. This mastiff is at your heels as you're now running around. The gnome in your arms is like taking much needed breath.
Holding him?
You're still holding him with that now. It's one of those like in the moment you're not thinking, and so it's just like, oh shoot, and like you look down and realize you're running with the gnome.
Could I jump in between them and just go sit?
Go ahead, give me an animal handling check.
See, I was gonna do something like that, and then I saw my animal handling, and it's just a +1. I was like,
Just
no.
not trying that today.
That's an 8.
Hey, Hercules, we're gonna make opposed strength.
The dog found a new show toy.
Just my strength modifier.
Just pure strength, yeah.
24.
24.
My God.
This mastiff got a 28.
Oh no.
You sit. Boom! As this thing just like barrels you down. It doesn't like hurt. There's no damage, but it's still that wall of fur just a little bit of slobbering over you as he just like bounced past, still chasing Jim.
Oh gosh.
Mr. Granival.
Is the door still open?
You look behind you. The door has disappeared.
No.
We're gonna
Okay.
suffer the same fate as these gnomes.
Is the room big or is it
The
still
room
small?
is it's pretty big, right? There's enough room for like the gnomes and dog. It's been this constant chase.
I was gonna grab a ball and throw it up the stairs.
Here. I'm going to jump to the front of the group and use my intimidating presence.
Ooh, excellent. Go ahead.
Needs to make a DC 15.
What?
Nice.
It
DC what?
fails.
Whiz.
Okay.
Wisdom. It fails that wisdom save.
It is
you
now
see-
frightened.
Screeching to a halt, the dog like stops and just like tail now between the legs as it's now cowering before you. It has stopped chasing. Jim, you know, you see this gnome. Thanks, dude. You're still holding the gnome. If
What the heck is going on here?
Maybe a chew toy. You see, this dog is whimpering. Goliath, go ahead and roll me an insight check if you will.
He just wants to play. Hey, you want a giant dog for your army?
I was thinking about it.
Do it! How can I get this?
That's a
Just
12.
happened entirely
12.
canine.
This
Yeah.
dog doesn't look vicious or mean. Goliath, you get this feeling this dog just needs attention or food or something, right? Like,
Uh-huh.
it's not, there's no like malice behind those big old puppy dog eyes, right? That little.
I'm going to tell him to lay down.
He lays down. I mean, he failed the check, so he's afraid. So
I'm going to come over and just like kind of scratch him behind the
He's
ear.
terrified of you.
you see, you start scratching. Go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
Where am I at?
Would
This?
you
Did you
drop
barrel
your
cover me in
terrifying
half?
You were like 20 feet behind. I'll say at this point, Herc, you've now stood up and like, oh, gross. You're dusting yourself off.
Do I have advantage on that? Because he's frightened and I'm more animalistic.
Oh, I'd say because he failed the
You want
check.
to roll on something a little better?
Maybe. Cheers.
Not yet. We haven't earned that yet.
Earned what?
Earned
No,
the box of doom.
23.
23.
Oh, that's it?
You see this dog just starts panting as you're giving him scratchies, right? Goliath, it feels good, right? I mean, like, you've never met a dog this big before, but it's just that fun. All of you watch Jim, this gnome in your hand just dissolves into a sea of mist.
What?
You look up, the other gnomes are gone. You all hear a voice in your head. Protection and help for all. Goliath, because you're kind of looking up, you look down, the dog's gone. And across the
I was going to
room...
write it.
I know. I can't give you a dog. I can't. But
This is every
across the
parent ever.
room,
I was gonna switch out
a
faces.
new door has opened. There is an open door before you.
Have you seen the homebrew Oath of the Goodest Boy?
Yes, I have. It's
Will smite liches for head scritches.
I love it.
It's a paladin that's specifically a dog.
It's I don't know how to incorporate it, but I want it.
I mean, heck, there's all sorts of talking dogs in Disney.
There is.
Just take
Is it Oliver and Company
Lady and the
Disney?
Tramp.
Yeah, Oliver and Company, Lady and the Tramp. Oh crap! I have some ideas. You guys see
101
though.
Dalmatians.
You see
They're
Arthur
all paladins of the goodest boy.
is sitting there just. Well done, Goliath.
Thank you.
I never would have thought to pet the dog. You look, actually, you see he has half drawn his sword. And is now putting away, just in that, like, okay,
Dude, it's a dog.
could have killed us.
It's a dog.
Is this who's talking?
Arthur,
Okay.
yeah. Arthur's the only one. So that way, whenever I'll say, but talking characters
So this is
Arthur.
going to sound really weird coming from Barbarian. I'm going to put my hand on Arthur's shoulder. It's like, Not every situation requires violence.
I put my hand on his other shoulder and say, just most of them.
The two barbarians. Hey, buddy, it's not always about raging. It helps a lot, but it's not.
Yeah.
Violence is not the answer. It's
It's
the
a question.
The answer is usually yes.
You see Arthur just, onward,
Yep.
friends.
Let's continue.
And he starts walking off to the next door. As you all get up to the door, again, it seems to just stretch into another hallway. As each of you pass through, you all find yourselves in a long hall. As you look down, you are standing on a raised platform. Each of you have, Arthur included being in the middle, Jim and Mr. Incredible, you are on his left, Goliath and Hercules on right. You are standing on these long runways, basically, like a catwalk. On either side, filling up the rest of the hall, you hear hundreds of people. There are all of these like civilians of races, sizes, gender, just all yelling and screaming at you. You see like they are throwing things like every so often, just like jeering at you.
Are we up above them or?
It's
on
like
the floor?
you're like their heads come up to like your knee height, so you are above, but they are just like yelling at you.
It's a bad crowd.
Yeah.
I would like everyone to make me a DC Wisdom save.
Can I do something before?
You could. Is there something you want to try?
To war? Is that a one person? Or
To war. Oh yeah, that's to.
or is that only
allies,
in attacks?
That's only in
Okay,
attacks
okay,
specifically.
gotcha.
Yes, yeah.
So they're like jeering at us and saying
They're,
things.
Jim, you listen in. You even hear it's like, couldn't even help your mom. As fruit flies over your head, leaving your friends to die. What good are you?
I forgot to give you the information. I should probably-
Yeah, maybe you should.
I sent you the.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, I'll say
so-
a lot of you are.
You know more than I do.
Mostly are feeling they're yelling some
Okay.
pretty bad stuff.
I want to cast deafness on King Arthur.
You cast deafness. You watch Arthur teleports. As you look, a trick of the room. Arthur seems now further behind than you guys.
Can he still hear us?
You don't know.
Arthur!
Arthur.
Arthur!
Yeah.
Oh, well, I actually wouldn't have knowledge of what just happened. Never mind.
What were your guys' DC saves?
4.
4.
15.
What was it again? What was it?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. 17.
17?
5.
5. Oh.
16.
And Hercules, you. We'll start with you. You feel these people just like, what even are you? You're going off of your dad's strength? What do you even do? You just go around just killing people? Yeah, couple just like, why don't you just go on up to Mount Olympus since you're a god over all of us? The rest of you guys aren't hearing too much. Goliath, every so often you just hear it's like, what even are you, you freaking monster? Mr. Incredible, you hear this, Jared, just like, are you even a hero? Could you even save all of them, all those supers that died? Some of you, most of you can overhear just, and finally Arthur, who's now further behind somehow than you guys, a lot of people are yelling him and jeering just like, the worst king ever! You're no Mufasa! You're a 12-year-old prick that just took a kingdom that he had no right to! All of you are feeling this. This is some pretty, like, specific stuff coming from a crowd.
Can I tell if they're real people?
Ooh, yeah, go ahead and give me an insight, actually. We'll call it an insight.
11.
They feel real enough. They feel like very real, like, you know, the stuff they're throwing too, like you're dodging, like it's none of the thing is doing physical damage. It's more just mental at this point, right? As things are throwing at you.
And so deafness didn't work on him.
Deafness, it didn't work, and Arthur seems now further behind.
Could I? Oh,
Let's
sorry.
just try to
Go
help.
for it.
No, I was just gonna say, how close are we to the end
It looks maybe a good 90 feet. Like it's a long hallway, but it's not like impossible.
Okay. So and you can tell me not to do this if it doesn't make sense character-wise, but I think I'm just gonna stop and start yelling encouragements back at Arthur.
Ooh.
So just standing there taking it, but being like, Arthur, like, you deserve it. Like, you're not Mufasa yet, but you will be.
You see Arthur picks up just, yeah, you know what? You're the best hero, Hercules. You saved so many people's lives. And you guys feel like you can start walking forward almost. You feel that, like, I wouldn't say pride, you feel that pureness inside of just, no, yes, this is what we're doing. I am a good person. So are you.
Yeah,
we can
you
do
know
this.
how to double tap. We taught you that.
I do know how.
I was gonna do something similar actually. I was gonna try and catch an article of food or whatever they're throwing at us and give it to Arthur to throw it back.
Ooh.
Well, I don't know.
I'll say you catch that. You like, that kind of like head of lettuce. You go to give it to Arthur. You realize you're now standing by him, and that all of you look, Mr. Incredible, you're now also further behind than anyone.
Don't sink to their level.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just gotta pretend there's no negative feedback. Be arrogant. I'm kidding. I don't.
I'm good at that.
Ha! No. My time has come.
I've been practicing for this.
Goliath and Jim, you guys feel this same. These are taunts, but nothing more.
Well,
Like, these are people that can't hurt you.
Jim would probably just, go back to his kind of emo teen. Just shrug it off like I don't care.
Shrug it off.
Nothing can hurt me.
You feel, you can, like, hey, cool,
My
I'm
mom's
not.
not dead.
I joined the session.
I have no.
planets.
It's treasure. So, like, his mom's still alive. It's just more that, like,
I assumed you were a rogue. Traditionally.
you're a rogue. Why don't you have nothing but orphans?
Gosh.
Jim, you kind of shrug it off.
In high school.
I'll feel that, like, it's like, it's a different way, but it's just, all right, I just don't care. What are they going to do? You feel your female, you are walking forward too now.
Okay.
And Goliath, you're used to this, I'll say. Like, even back in the day,
Yep.
you've, like, oh, yeah, I'm a monster. Great. Like, I've heard this for thousands of years. Like, thanks a lot. But it's more of that, like, it's because they just don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Incredible, you kind of feel this too, but are realizing now, like, almost like, I'll say Hercules, you could have even said that, there's something about their level. It's like, it's not that they're bad people, but throwing things, that's what they're doing. And it's like, and you might have to be better.
Yeah.
You see Arthur's walking along, just like, Jim, you're really cool, man. You love to just, like, do stuff that I can't. Goliath, thank you for teaching me more about sword fighting. You're a good teacher. Mr. Incredible, you are terrifying on battle, sir. And, like, but that's a good thing. Like, just trying to fight. And you see...
But it's true.
Arthur...
I'm concerned, man.
Arthur is now walking forward faster. He is now caught up with you three, and is starting to, like, really pick up the pace.
Just put in my iPod
Anyone who
and
wants
just-
can now, if they feel like they've earned it, this is interesting, make that same wisdom save with advantage. If they feel like they're is kind of like starting to get it.
Yeah. 19.
Nat 20, baby.
Oh!
Hercules, you are striding. You're like, you hear Phil, it's like, hero's heart, kid. It's a hero's heart. And you're just going, oh yeah.
And I, like, smile and, like be, like, really just, like, nice to the people as I'm walking past them. Not,
You
vain,
start, like, just
outcasts,
smiling,
but,
just
like,
waving. Things are being thrown at you. Again, it's like, it hits you everywhere. Nothing. Before you know it, you look and realize you're standing in front of a door.
Okay. So Jim just kind of like, being super angsty, and then it starts to kind of get to him, and then Morph comes out, turns into a little silver. It's like, you're destined for greatness, kid.
You see that. You're gonna visit stars, kid. You're gonna do things that none of us have ever done. You've got the makings of greatness in you. Jim just freaking heck, man. It's so good. It's one of the best Disney quotes of all time.
It's
like
so
it hits
It
me.
is
It's
such a
good.
good movie.
I
love that movie.
It's been too
Awesome.
long.
What are you guys
Obviously.
feeling?
You don't watch it on a
So
weekly
I think
basis?
at this point,
No, bi-weekly.
Oh.
I'm lacking a figure that I would look to, but
Look toward me.
dead.
Because Gazer Beam is
Yeah,
no, that's
you
what
crushed
yeah.
I killed my own like.
My mentor.
You shredded him.
Not yet. This
I
is
got a
single.
19.
Oh!
19.
Think about
Jim,
Frozen.
you are also now walking forward, feeling great.
You're
Um,
progressive.
I'll think about Frozone and like thinking about the fact that they were talking about how I couldn't save the supers. I'll be like, look, it was a hard decision, but I made the right decision.
You feel that you're walking forward too. And Goliath,
Okay.
you were already ready.
Yeah, I'm used to this.
All of you make it to
like humans.
the end. You feel that same voice. Give no offense, harm, or deceit. As all of you realize the crowd is gone, before you all is one door. You see Arthur.
It's like trying to teach you how to be a king.
Are we taking the oaths of the Knights Radiant?
You see Arthur though, just
If it asks for blood.
no, I'm not bleeding in this temple,
It
man.
is.
That's not smart. No.
Dungeon 101.
You see, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. And you see he reaches out. Stop. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Stack up.
Vroom, swings this door. This door is a bit larger. As he pushes on it, instead of that normal, it's like kind of a double door feel. As it swings open, you all walk inside and see hundreds upon thousands of gold and jewels. There are swords and armor. You see potions. Jim, you look over what definitely looks to be like arcane circuitry. Hercules, you see a ton of goodies, right? Stuff that you've heard about from the gods and Phil. Mr. Incredible.
I sent you that
So
thing, by the way.
at this point, I want to be sensing celestial. Do I feel anything celestial?
Everything in here is still celestial.
Everything.
Take anything you want.
Yeah.
Don't touch anything.
No.
Go ahead.
Looking at you, Jim.
No, honestly,
I
at this
already
point,
have
I
my
feel
pockets
like,
full.
I feel like
You
Mr.
already-
Incredible
yeah.
would be like shoveling gold into
Into
the
your bag of holding. You can, shovel as much as you want. You see Arthur has stopped. He's looking at an impressive looking breastplate that you see he picks up and it like fits onto his and he puts those clasps on. Just right. This is nice. And this is all celestial.
Yeah.
We're still okay.
Everything
Cool.
in here.
Oh no.
Everyone who wants can just make a perception check then, as you're just in this room.
Morph is just swimming in
Yikes.
gold.
7.
7. Mr. Incredible,
Dirty 20.
you're really focused on the gold.
Natural 20.
Nat 20. We'll get to you
10.
too. 10. Goliath, you're kind of like, you're more suspicious. You've seen weird things before. So I'll say, like, maybe you haven't touched anything or doing, but it's like, there's a lot of stuff in this room.
Yeah.
Oh, and Arthur needs his perception. Yes.
Your camera. I just realized your camera.
This whole time we've been
I
like
hope
seeing
you guys
kind of
like
the
the
corner of
French.
Braxton. So sorry. All of you are in this room. Jim and Herc. As you guys are going around, like Jim, of course, taking gold, everything. You're looking around. You don't see any door.
Oh no.
And I'm gonna say, for the other three, like Arthur's starting to like more not just like cramming, but like looking out. Just like okay, this could be Mr. Crowley, just shoveling.
There's gotta be
I
a door
just-
under this pile then.
That very obviously it's down there. But you two
I just-
definitely notice no door, and the door you came from is gone.
I just roll my eyes and start taking the gold out of my pockets.
Can I make a survival check? Because I'm like, oh no, are we in danger?
Definitely, yeah.
Alright, let's see what
I just
happens.
start emptying
You
everything
start
I
emptying?
grabbed. I call Morph over and shake him out a little bit.
All these weird coins bubbling out of this thing.
It's a 9.
A 9.
I think I see something nice. Or...
Yeah. Hercules, well, nothing seems bad. I mean, you've been in weird situations like this before, where you've like had to fight off monsters and layers. You're not sensing though any of that like classic and it's all acid or oh no there's an arrow.
Everything in here is a mimic.
Everything's a mimic. Right? No, like
Yeah.
it's just kind of that like
We'd be
yeah.
dead.
And so yeah, I'll say this is more of a roleplay thing right now. As Jim, you're taking out pockets. Jim, you're taking this out.
Just a lifelong.
Arthur is holding up a crown now, much nicer than the one he has. You know, he has just that very nice, just it's gold, it's nice, but he's looking at this. It's got like diamonds and platinum all over it.
I just look at him and go, "It's a test.
It's another test.
This whole place has been a test.
It's celestial. It's good. There's no.
This entire place has been giving off that vibe."
You see, Arthur just stops. Failed this one, didn't I? You see, he kind of like beating on himself, takes off that breastplate, takes 2 or 3 items out of his pocket. Herc, are you doing anything else, or are you just gonna keep like looking around?
I didn't bomb that test, so I think I'm still kind of wary, but I'm starting to like look at some items. I don't, quite frankly, don't know my character well enough to say what he'd be looking for, but
That's fair.
probably like some sort of super dope shield because I'm pretty buff already. But sword and shield, it's a good image.
It's a good image. You start looking around. Goliath, you can go ahead and roll me a insight check.
Okay.
You see Arthur now has completely gotten rid of
I've
everything
gotten
as
rid of
well.
everything.
8.
Morph.
8.
I'm chasing Morph. I'm
Goliath-
trying to get the last coin.
This looks like a nice old treasure trove here. I mean, it's like at this point, yeah. It's kind of like Hercules, but you have maybe a little more experience with this. It's like, yeah, this isn't, there's no monsters, nothing seems trapped. It's looking really nice, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this looks nice, but there has to be some lesson to learn from this place.
You see Arthur comes over to you guys, just, I don't think we're supposed to take it.
What if the lesson is moderation? What if we only take what we will need?
You see Arthur just, that's true. Maybe we only take just a few things, like, probably, I don't think we need gold. I don't need gold. I mean, I technically have, like, the trust fund of Magency, I think. I'm not sure on that. But
The ultimate trust fund, baby.
yeah, literally. I mean, when you're king.
Yeah.
You see, he goes, but we should probably put back most stuff because Arthur's gonna make a check. Yeah. I think if we're taking stuff, we haven't earned it.
Mm-hmm.
Question. 2 questions actually. Is Aladdin canonically in this world?
Somewhere.
So we
So-
don't know him.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
you
that
no,
makes
yeah,
sense.
you don't know him
So I
personally.
can't be like, Aladdin once said.
Like Aladdin said,
Don't take
only touch the
So
lamp.
at this point, I feel like
treasure.
I'm trying to justify, but at the same time, I know they're right, and so I'm like slowly getting rid of the gold that I've put
You
in
can
there.
give me that like insight or just yeah.
Inside 17.
17, Mr. Incredible. Yeah, you have. I mean, honestly, it's mean to say, but like when to just like grab and go, right? Like you've looted before, but you kind of get that feeling of times before where it's like, well, it felt good when I killed that dragon in the Cave of Wonders because he was evil, but when I took the gold from the barkeep, wasn't maybe good. You get that very feeling, like Arthur saying, it's like there's a lesson to be learned in earning.
We'll be
things.
back after we finish all the tests.
Sure.
And do you put any of the gold away then, or anything that you've currently got?
pass the test
Yeah.
if that's your thought process.
You take down Goliath. You've not taken anything. I'll say, Mr. Incredible, as you kind of pat that last little coin out, I'll say you still keep that. Like I know I had this many before.
Yeah.
As you pat that out, without needing to, all of you look up and see a door has appeared before you. You hear a voice, that same voice, seek no reward but honor. As none of you are taking anything. All of you can stride forward. You see Arthur now looking a little more doubtful of himself because he kind of failed. He wasn't doing great.
You win some, you lose some.
You win some, you lose some. You see, you just, all right. Let's keep going.
Is there any way I could, like, am I close enough to Arthur that I could just like walk next to him for a bit, like both physically close and like
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
camaraderie close,
So,
just to kind of be like, hey Arthur, like it's all right. When I was training with Phil, there were a lot of times where I felt like I wasn't good enough, like I was gonna give up, whatever. but I've made it through, and I still don't feel like a hero. But you know, you're doing the right thing, even if it's not the first try.
You see Arthur looks. Yeah, and Jim, are you saying something too?
Not to him.
Oh, not to him.
Yeah.
Arthur just. Thanks. No, yeah, it's good. It's good. There's stuff I can do.
Nice smack on the back.
I send Morph to grab something that looks like it might be needed for my board upgrades.
Oh no.
Okay.
And I walk through the door, and then I snap Morph back to me. Because he's a familiar.
As you go to snap, all of you, as the door closes, are now back in the treasure room.
What?
It was worth a shot, guys. It was worth a shot.
I
Jim,
thought you passed the test.
I,
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
loopholes exist.
Jim, you take 7 points of psychic damage.
Come on.
you deserve it.
You feel from the previous room the words in your head, give no offense, harm, or deceit.
Oh,
I'm a
So-
rogue.
do I recognize this voice?
You don't. I don't think any of you. It's very genderless, almost in the fact that just 7 points.
7. Oh,
It
okay.
feels like our own conscious.
It's like
conscience.
it feels like a conscious. You can say though, it's like enough. You have that enough know-how of. I don't think that's my actual conscious, but like something is saying this, and all of you are hearing it. So,
Just because you know the answer to the test doesn't mean.
are you guys gonna try to go back through the room, or because Morph still has those
I
things?
tell Morph to drop it.
Morph,
Do we-
it's kind of like barfs out all these pieces.
Alright, so we know that everybody's dropped it at this point.
You look back up, door's there again.
Okay, guys. I don't know who did that. But
I just
well, let's keep moving.
walk through the door.
As you guys go back through the door, open it, this time with no items in your possessions, you walk through. As you enter this new room, the first thing you notice is the architecture has started changing. What you're seeing now is instead of more blank walls, very simplistic, you are starting to see more buttresses and arches, little bits of design, almost like religious work, right? The kind of, like these look like figures in certain ways, but nothing that looks familiar. No like immediate, those are the gods or those are heroes. Very symbolic almost figures. As you enter this room, you see in front of you are 5 stone pedestals. Each one about 2 feet off the ground with a small cushion in front of it.
There's 5 of us.
You see Arthur just... Do we each want to take a pillow? No, we don't take anything.
Does anybody?
We could just have a seat.
Because you guys know a lot about like Celtic history, right? Is there
I would.
anything that you would remember?
Goliath, if you want to give me a history check, you probably actually...
'Cause
I'll
if
say
it's
you
like,
probably
this is a
already know,
sacrificial
but...
pillow, like we don't want to sit on it, you know.
Yeah. And you've all been offered.
Like I said, if it asks for blood, I'm out of here.
Not one.
Not one. Goliath, something is bugging you. You've seen a room like this before, but it's like, this isn't a room I've ever been in, and it's been a while. My memory's kind of muddied after, being asleep for 1,000 years.
In the pictures and things like that, do we see any of the pedestals or pillows?
You do, Mr.
So
Incredible.
is it something that is it religious or?
You think it might be religious. I'll say, in looking up at it, go ahead and give me just a quick perception, and like looking more specifically into them.
Let's see. 16.
16. Most of these figures are in some sort of on their knees
That's
or
what I
bowed.
figured. So I'm gonna put my knees down on the pillow, and I'm gonna use the pedestal sort of like an altar, and kind of start
You
praying.
hear a voice in your head. You just hear, speak the truth. You look down in front of you. Now, you and you alone see this written on this book. What is your greatest fear? And here's the thing, Mr. Incredible, you look around, all of you are looking at him, he's just kneeling. There's nothing really there. You can do with this, though, what you will.
Yeah. I'm going to like I want to be honest about it, but I also like I don't want. I feel like Mr. Incredible would be pretty self-conscious about fears, and so he's just gonna like whisper, but I'm afraid of like being held down and being powerless.
You hear a bit louder now in your head. Speak the truth.
I think I just repeat the same thing. If there's anything deeper, I
Do
still
you
think
say
that-
it in that kind of whisper just to yourself?
I might not preface it with my biggest fear is, but I might be
Right.
like being powerless and held down, and
you,
just leaving it at that.
Says the
You
literal
feel-
avatar.
Yeah.
a soft emanating pulse from inside you. You see Arthur notices this. He goes and kneels down. And almost immediately, that everyone's gonna die because of me.
Oof. Yikes.
You guys are just hearing this.
No
I will
one's
say,
allowed to die on this mission. It will wreck him.
Yeah.
yeah, you guys are all seeing this happen. Goliath, hearing this will immediately trigger. This is a supplication room. Ancient warriors would come in, almost like an early confessional. What you would know back in the day, this is a warrior is only as strong when they confront everything. Specifically, as you're kind of, it's not hard to pick up on of fear or of what's the thing that you need to face, right, to make you the better warrior in battle, right? Yeah, you've seen these before. It's been a while since you've been in one, because for you it's like, all right, but there's still 3 open pill slots.
I'm gonna divulge this information to everybody.
Gotcha.
So, need to confront our greatest fear.
Oh, so is that what Mr. Incredible said? I'm kidding.
Oh, Herc, maybe like not like too loud, but in that. Oh, so when. And you like stop yourself because like, oh no, that's personal. Oh right.
There are lines, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on,
You
dude.
don't cross certain lines.
Bros don't say what bros' fears are. No, it is one of those though. Like, oh, we need to, say it. People have to hear it. I have to hear it. Kind of vibe.
Okay. I think I would hit a pillow next, unless anybody else was.
Go for it.
Yep.
Alright, hit my knees. Same thing.
Yep.
Alright, I'm just like that. I won't be able to protect the people I love.
You feel that inside.
Goliath's gonna hit the pillow next. And just be like, I will lead my clan into destruction.
How many of them are left?
Um,
I'm not sure.
Jim.
There's like 3 or 4. Like.
Jim, you're the only one left.
Yeah.
And I will say this:
There's
it's one of
a
those.
reason for
All
it.
of you hear, whether you want to or not, enough of what the others say. It's been this this is a quiet room. The kind of, it's not an underwater echo, but that very soft, illuminating sound can get through. So
Jim does the like
a little hair tussle thing he does, yeah.
just kind of like hands in the pockets, gets down.
You see that same. What is your greatest fear?
I don't know. Spiders or
You hear,
us.
speak the truth. I'm afraid of Hercules.
Terrified of Mr. Incredible.
Speak the truth.
When he says Mr. Incredible, I just get a little smirk.
It's
on my
like,
face.
and that, because again, I'll say for most of you, it's like either head bow or just feeling this, because this is happening mostly one after the other.
And it didn't work. To Mr. Incredible.
You hear in your voice, Jim, speak the truth.
Fine. Losing his mom.
All of you look up. Again, soundlessly, a door is appeared before you. All of you now hear, but the tone seems different. Instead of an order almost, now it is, speak the truth. as it just softly fills you in that this is no longer a command
No,
to you.
This goes against everything I stand for as a rogue.
You can all now pass into the next room. As you enter, you... Oh, this is interesting, right? Oh, and sorry, I'm making sure I'm, like, reading all the texts as they come. As you guys enter in... Megan's listening to something right now.
Not anymore.
Entering in, light now seems more reflective. I will say it's a much deeper, almost sinister. Mr. Incredible, still divine. All of you see shapes and shadows. Goliath. You look off into these. You hear voices. You see hair red, body looking deep into your eyes. My love. Jim, you look around. You see, honestly, just women. You, as you look, but in the sense of you see just, cheering fans. You see them, just Admiral Hawkins, the great sailor of the stars. Hercules, you're also seeing this, but just son of Zeus, nay, God of thunder and lightning. And Mr. Incredible, you see adoring fans. You've seen, these are people you see every day almost. Mr. Incredible, the man who defied. All of you need to make wisdom save throws. Mr. Incredible, do it at disadvantage.
Yeah, Jim wouldn't trust this at all. Like,
I was thinking.
I can't believe you just told me it was an athlete.
what was it?
Yeah, it's an at one.
What saving throw was it?
Nat 1, wisdom.
What kind was
Oh,
it?
no.
Wisdom.
6.
This is unfortunate for me.
6,
5.
5, 3.
Oh,
Actually, it's a
roll,
4. It's a
roll,
4.
roll.
Alright, here's Arthur.
Guys.
This is amazing.
You ever roll an at
I
20?
don't ever want to leave
Let me
this.
make sure.
Like that? I
That's
kind of would.
Okay, so it's hordes of men.
No,
You-
no, no, no.
So what if we're not attracted? No, I'm kidding.
That's
We're
not
not
what I
gonna.
meant. It's like the whole admiral kind of
yeah,
thing.
Here's what we're gonna do, because this is just too good.
Oh, no.
Not 20.
It was a nat 20. I don't take pictures unless it isn't, just to make sure it's proof. You watch Arthur just. It rings out because it's not loud, but because it breaks this energy of just adoration and love. And Goliath, just this strong, not wrong, but lust, just this desire to be with her, your mate that you haven't had. And it's just and to all of you, I mean, even Mr. Incredible, I'll say it's not like we're not going to go deep. I mean, we try to keep PG-13. You can get fans, man.
Yeah,
You can, right? Like, it's one of those things, like, you save the day.
I don't know if it's fans you want right now. I think
Right.
I'm seeing him as more like authoritative, like look at my
Come,
armies.
An army of groups.
As you all hear, though, it breaks, if not for a moment. This is wrong. Anyone who wants, or who thinks they would, look, Arthur is surrounded by this same throng, but you see he has maybe a tear streaking down his face, just, no. No, it's wrong. I'm not. No. You see, with that final just defiant, again, you see everything just built up. All of these figures around him fade. You see he's going to first look at Jim. They're not real.
has.
But what they have is, don't let it in. As you see, he just starts walking down. Most of you see Arthur seems to walk away into mist. Jim, for a moment, you see him walking down what looks to be a hallway, and then mist swirls in. Would you? What's Jim thinking of right now?
See, like, I don't think he'd really fall for it because, like, it's just not his goal. It's not
Kind of like we were
he
saying,
really
everyone's
wanted.
got different strengths, and right now,
Like,
Yeah.
the end of the movie where everyone's like, "Oh yeah, you know, I look nice, partying." Like, okay, yeah.
go ahead and
Yeah, you can
re-roll
roll.
that wisdom save then, and I'm gonna give you advantage.
My wisdom save 7.
It's actually not in a hard wisdom save.
14.
Jim, you just no. You look and see Arthur striding down the hallway, and you realize you can too. The other three of you, what's kind of going through your minds? Like, you've heard this now. You even see Jim walk off into this mist as well.
I am oblivious. Hero of Athens. Hero of
It's
Athens.
you feel great, right? I mean, it's
I thought
honestly,
it was thieves.
it's
Oh, right.
Hero
It's been
thing-
a long time
well,
since I've seen that
hero
movie,
kind
actually.
of the world. You have started traveling. To be fair,
They start
so
singing your theme song.
I will say, like,
Hercules.
unlike that first room or second room where people are jeering and mad at you, which you're used to, because again, it's that you were great there because you're used to it. I mean, it's your everyday. This is something you very rarely get. That, like, just they love you
Oh.
and they want you, man.
They're slapping your face on every vase.
And I
I'll
On
say
every gauze.
Vaz.
God.
They wrap. There's probably Hercules band-aids. Goliath. You see at this point, Demona is just in your arms, as you just are holding her, and yet you hear just that ring, just no, still in your heart almost.
So Goliath's also going to remember from his last interaction with her how she turned away from him because he was with humans.
Right.
And so just single tear runs down the cheek, push her away, and wrap my wings around myself.
Go ahead. That same save now with advantage, as you're getting this.
Nat 20!
Nat 20. You, I'll say, like, spread the wings even for a second, just in that powerful stance of, Goliath, no, this is wrong. Boom, as you walk, vision's gone, everything. Mr. Incredible and Hercules. You are seeing your companions walk off into the mist.
I mean, I think at this point I would be giving Hercules a high five. Like, we'll be signing
Yeah.
posters
Can we
together.
pop open some non-champagne?
Yeah, well, this is getting more and more intense. What you guys don't realize, you're now in this halls. Mr. Incredible, you're in the, Sumani City main general. They're holding an award ceremony for you.
Oh my!
You're being given the key to the city, and
Okay.
you see, Mr. Incredible. Yeah, they're fine elven champagne being rained down on you. Just you realize you're in the temple of the gods, man. This is it. You see a lot of other minor goddesses are there. Dionysus spraying the champagne. Jim, Arthur, and Goliath. You three standing at this door turn and see shadows are now clawing into your two remaining companions. As you feel they're being dragged now farther down.
That was nice knowing them.
You see Arthur looks at Goliath. Goliath, you see something new is here. You see Arthur just...
Maybe perhaps there's something there that
It wasn't there before.
Arthur just starts betraying everyone.
You see, he looks at you just... You go talk to Mr. Incredible. I'll talk to Hercules. Jim, if we lose focus, get us out.
Okay.
He's gonna start walking. Hercules, you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Hey, Aphrodite.
I'll say you turn to look. It's Aphrodite, man. You look in the face of Arthur. He looks at you. Arthur's gonna make this check real quick. You see, just
And not true. It's like a
think about
Aphrodite just
you
spurted
are.
out of nowhere.
well,
Respond.
No, she came from.
we're gonna cut then Goliath.
Uranus?
Yeah.
You're right.
Goliath, you can walk to Mr. Incredible. As you come close to him, what would you do to him?
I'm gonna grab him by the shoulder with my claws, just ever so slightly digging in, like just enough, like a little pinprick.
Mr. Incredible, you feel it's that weird. What? You turn and see this giant hulking figure. Just it's kind of that shock because again, it's like who are you're Goliath, my friend.
Yeah, what's up, man? Hey, I'm trying to like please the crowd right now.
They're not real.
We'll cut Hercules as you see just Arthur, just this very just cold determination. Just, do you have a mom? You think? I mean, in this timeline, you had your mother, who's not Hera. It is that you think about her in that moment. You see Arthur just do it for your mom. And he is going to now have to remake his save.
I'll give him advantage by.
No need. He passed.
Okay.
And Arthur starts striding back, hoping. What's going through your mind now, Hercules?
I think I'm still completely suckered in by this, but now I'm thinking, if I'm a god, I should be able to convince Hades to let my mom be here. Like, why isn't she here? This is my moment. This is my day. I'm a god. She can be at least around.
You start seeing through this illusion. Go ahead now. You can remake that advantage save as you're breaking through.
With advantage.
With advantage.
I'll cast blindness. This is incredible.
Is that wisdom?
Ooh. Yeah, it is.
It's a 10.
Oh.
Goes back to the very beginning.
No.
Why?
Mr. Incredible, you, for a moment, are blinded. In that moment, I'm going to flavor this. You see nothing. Suddenly, everything is just robbed of you. You hear just sounds, everything. You see yourself in this darkness. You see a sad and broken you somewhere in the future. You have the strength, everything, but you realize you're alone.
Okay.
You see this just dark path of yours, and you see just this haunting skeletalness to you. Something that doesn't seem human anymore. Your sight immediately comes back. You're back in this hall. Everything's great.
Okay. I think after that, I would be more awakened to what's going on, so I'll start walking.
You start walking.
I'll grab Goliath and actually I'll walk him to
Both
the
of you
end.
make that wisdom save with advantage together. That's definitely worthy of that advantage.
I'll shoot anyone who doesn't make it.
I don't make it.
With advantage.
19.
Goliath, you can
with
come.
advantage?
With advantage, yeah.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
16.
You both start striding. Hercules, you're not seeing your mom. Everything seems wrong. You hear Arthur just, I believe in you. Believe that you are strong enough not to see this. Arthur is now back. All four of you. Hercules, you're the last one there.
Okay. Should I make the roll again?
Go ahead and make the roll.
I would assume not with advantage this time.
No.
That's a 6.
Six.
Wait, can I
Oh?
Can we all just be like,
to ward on him? Which gives advantage on attacks and saving throws?
It does.
Ooh,
nice.
It
You,
just spikes my adrenaline.
actually, Herc, what I'd say, yeah, you feel that sudden, everything's wrong all at once. You feel your body tense, everything. The shadows all flicker, right? As Mr. Incredible, you reach out just in this help, just literally giving a helping hand. You see through all the illusions for a second. You see it's all just gross shadow. As it tries to all fill in. Now go ahead and roll with advantage.
So
As
just
Mr.
adding the advantage or 2 new die.
This is a new roll.
Okay.
New roll with
the
advantage.
first roll was a 10.
Everyone's helping you basically. Like it's just
You
kind of
failed,
now
so
what's gonna take.
13.
My gosh. We all just need to like line up and just like get all over yourself.
One of you at the door and the other's literally.
I will
grabbing
say,
me.
You see Arthur just. I can't go back. I will fall. Someone hit him.
Oh god.
I will say no. It's
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
not
I mean-
a non-damaging, but yeah, that's
Oh no, it's like I totally shoot him.
Yeah,
Like if
cool.
he thinks he's a god, may as well.
roll
Make
to
him
roll the
think
hit. Roll the hit.
differently.
Yeah, it's yeah. This it's what
I have
happens.
an ally within 5 feet.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
We're not giving you sneak attack damage.
No, just like shoots her.
Although
She
you
doesn't
could
know.
afford to.
I would be
Actually,
fine.
no. Go ahead and add sneak attack damage.
Oh hell.
He can
Does
take
an
it.
18 hit.
In fact,
it matches my AC.
It-
Yes.
This, I mean, but
Oh,
it's
gosh.
it's what's about to do it.
I just need 66 here. Okay. Let's see. 20. 24
24
points of damage.
Child's Play to Hercules. You hits your shoulder. Not a bad wounds, just merely flesh. But you suddenly are now completely and totally.
Not so
Sound
godlike.
stops as you look. It's red blood. It's not ichor. It's not godly. You see your friends all looking at you. All of you, it's like you're still having to resist, right? Because you're not out. You see them all waiting for you.
Is this advantage or is this just a regular roll?
Advantage.
Come on.
You just want me out of there, huh? Alright, the first one's a 17 or 18. And then, yeah, 18.
Hurt, you start striding away.
That'll do, donkey.
I will say, though, it's still haunted. It's all in all of your memories there. As you all reach the door, you can tell this is a final door. It very big and impressive. You hear this, the honor of women above all else, echoes in your mind.
The honor of what?
Women.
Okay.
Aww. We're gonna be chaste and benevolent.
As you guys enter into this final room, it's going to describe what you see.
Sorry, that was supposed to be the din-a-na-na, but...
Oh no, it's handy. You are all entering in.
Fight Club.
Standing in this final room, it is a very large and impressive.
Is Sinbad Disney?
Sinbad
In
is
fact,
DreamWorks.
it's DreamWorks. It's
Okay.
sad.
I just got very
Mr.
scared
Incredible,
for a second.
or Hercules, you're going to be in the back because
Such
you
a good movie though.
Herc was entering
Very
with Goliath and
underrated.
Jim very close. You two are in the back because, it just last to kind of arrive. In this room, it is now this giant underground cavern, basically. You see in front of you, it is a more round room, so to speak. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just realized I didn't grab that last one. In the very center, you see a giant pile of gold and armor and jewels. Atop, sticking out, is what can only be a sword. Light shines off it from somewhere as you all see this kind of, it's not in the direct middle, it's more towards the back, this pile. Sword atop. There's nothing else in the room. You don't hear anything. The music from last room stopped. The fog is now definitely cleared from all you. I'll say Hercules more than most, right? You're really feeling that sting.
I'm awake.
And this is it. You don't see any other things. This giant round room.
I put my hand on Arthur's shoulder and kind of lean in. It's like, the sword is yours. Claim it, my king.
Well, is the door still there?
Hercules, you look around. The door's no longer there.
I know I'm not the best to talk about keeping an eye out for things right now, but let's be careful.
Shoot you in the foot.
You see Arthur is like, got it, but we have to at least try. This is
Wait, I recognize this sword from my vision.
You do, and it is.
Yes!
It is. That sword is the one you remember from your vision from long ago. That's that sword, man.
Okay.
And it's plunged into this big old mountain of stuff. Actually, we'll use the other dice. It's better. No, just because it's very wide, actually, so to speak, with this pile. 'Cause, it's a big old pile.
Okay. So I would turn to him and go, "Let's fan out.
Okay.
Circle. Whatever that pile is.
You see Arthur,
Get ready."
Goliath, you take back. Mr. Incredible and Hercules take sides. Jim, you and I will take other side.
So
Plan?
me and him
Which
together.
one we-
Kind of like,
Yeah.
it's still more in front.
So
So yeah, you can be there.
I meant to do that.
We'll have, if Jim wants to go there, do either of you, Matt, care which side you go on? Left or right?
None.
You can fan out. As you all surround the pile, anyone that wants can give me a nature check.
Oh, I'm great at those.
Same.
Guy from the stars, you know.
Oh, let's find out.
Actually, I'm better at that than a lot of other things. Huh.
Oh, that's a 9.
9 as well.
Okay.
10 for nature. 5.
It's Sam.
We're all very.
And yeah,
It's a
you
pile of
all,
gold.
all of you walk forward. You see Arthur. It's like, all right. As he takes a step forward, Mr. Incredible and Hercules, I need you to make strength saving throws.
Oh no.
I mean, that's like it's probably great for you guys, but
How about a 30?
Oh!
19.
ooh, okay.
Is that not big
Yeah,
enough?
you're in trouble.
You're just not as swole, man.
I
Oh.
have the mountain.
As Arthur steps forward, the gold shifts and moves. Boom! Hercules, without even thinking, you break as the gold collapsed around you. Mr. Incredible, you are now currently being held. Looking
We're
down,
finding the gold.
this doesn't look golden, what you're looking at. This looks like brownish red. As Jim and Arthur, you watch as two eyes appear just
Oh no.
ahead, slowly emerging as this
Just
shifts.
me?
Oh, we got some little wannabe heroes coming for the goods. You all hear in your mind, never turn your back on a foe. All of you roll initiative.
Is this
Oh,
a spell,
boy.
or is it?
This is just straight up straight.
Okay.
So I was thinking this was going Quest for Camelot with like the stone being in an ogre.
Yeah, no,
That
this
is
is.
unfortunate.
This is the shiny dude from Moana.
Yeah.
20. Or
20?
Natural 20.
A natural 20?
Yeah, 23.
Oh yeah, well I got a natural 1.
All right.
I got a 7.
Why
with
do I
advantage.
roll at? Why
Jim
do I
got a
suck
1,
At initiative?
Mr. Incredible, you got a nat 20 there, my friend, giving you a 23. Hercules, you had advantage.
I had 12.
12.
I suck at initiative. There's
Uh,
the one time I rolled
7
well.
with advantage.
7 with advantage. And fun fact, Mr. Junior Incredible is not actually there. I forgot to take him out. Sorry, I'm here to fight. He gets to fight. Oh, baby. All right. I'm liking that. That makes 18. I actually might need you there soon, but we'll start. Beginning the fight. You all watch. Mr. Incredible, you are actually the first to act in the initiative order. This giant crab starts like shifting. You realize, you look up and watch as the sword shifts down further and becomes obscured in this pile of treasure on its back. You look, you see it just like, Tematoy ain't got no visitors in a long time. Ooh, you see he brings you, not like too close, but just like holds you up in his left claw, or excuse me, right claw that you're now grappled in. You see just, you're all nice and toasty red. Like a delicious little shrimp. I'm gonna love you.
Don't call me shrimp.
Don't call me shrimp. You see, he goes. I calls him as I sees him. So it's your turn. You can, as an action, make another strength saving throw to break this thing, or his grip on you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
That's going to be a 13.
13 does not make
Okay.
it. You still have bonus action or a movement. You can also, of course, always call out or do stuff as those like free actions.
Yeah. I assume that like my movement is not available right now.
No, you're grappled, so no movement.
Okay. I'll wait for now.
All right, you wait as Tamatoa looks you in the eye, just like, he's gonna quickly. He kind of looks around, just, we got a lot of little snacks up in here. I ain't had bat in a while. Looking at you, Goliath, you see just, all right, but I think it's all time. Let's all take a. He shimmers. Everything becomes this iridescent glowing green. As the light seems to dim in this cave, he starts pulsing luminescent light. Let's all chill. I need everyone to make a DC Wisdom saving throw.
Can I
fetching hate was
improved counterspell?
You can. It's basically you lift up the string. As the lights immediately, still back for our case, red, because we're in a fight. The lights all change. He stops, just, someone's got some surprises, little shrimp boy. Yes, he just like looks at you. His glowing stops. That was his. Yeah. That was all his legendaries. Because it takes a lot to do that. Well done. That does make his turn. So Tamatoa is going to attack you, Mr. Incredible. Just in there.
Do we get to see Tamatoa up on the screen?
Did I?
Just from an ADHD brain.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Tamatoa is going to hit. Definitely hits you, Mr. Incredible. That's going to be 41 points of damage because he has you in his claws. He just starts vice gripping around you.
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
Two barbarians, a rogue,
You see,
a fighter, and
he reaches out. He's going to try to just
Another
slam
fighter
on
slash
you there, Hercules, just because, again, you're still, like, closest to his claw.
just the tanks of the party.
So he's going to do that. He's got 14.
Don't really need you
Um,
if you're the tank, right?
That's true.
He misses.
Sure does.
Wow, I rolled terribly. Herc, game time. You dodge definitely to the side. Poof, this claw comes down again, trying to hit you and grab you. He misses hard on that claw. You see, just like, now, what do you? Oh, you look, you're all orangey, nice, right? You're a little anemone boy, and then,
Did I already break one of his hands?
and then,
Did I already break one of his hands?
It's like it didn't break it, but like it was that deaf, like, he's trying to grab me. Nope.
Oh.
Like it, just quickly opening back up. Broke the grip. You see, he's like, I want you, little anemone boy. You're gonna pair nicely with shrimp here. As he fails that attack, he is not gonna move for now. But he's gonna stay right there. Arthur's gonna run up. He's gonna go 5'10". You see, he goes up just like, don't you hurt my friends! Poof! Poof! First attack starts like chipping into it. The second is going to deal damage. He's gonna, why not? Let's use some of those superiority die he's got sitting around there as a battle master. Yeah. So, whoo, baby. 9, 5,
Okay, archery. That's what it is.
24. You see, he goes wild, swings, damage is done. You guys watch. I mean, a cut appears. You can tell though just by the size of this creature. It's like, oh yeah, it's bleeding. Like that was a wound. Right now it means nothing. You see, it just like, all right, no, oh you little blue thing. Oh, I'm gonna slip you up like a sea snail. You see, Arthur is just getting ready. Oh my gosh, he can take more attacks. Arthur's definitely gonna attack again. That's a miss. Or no, that last one was a hit. So he's gonna deal a little bit more damage. And you see, that is Arthur's turn. You see, he turns you guys. He's like, keep fanning out. Don't let him grab you. As he just, ducks in or rolls again.
Yeah, Mr. Incredible.
Herc, that's you. To be fair, I mean, he got that great surprise jump on you guys. That's no one's fault, to be fair.
Is rage a bonus action?
It is.
Okay, I'm gonna go rage first.
And you are a Storm Herald there, my friend.
Oh, I sure am.
Ooh, all
What
right.
does that do?
So you're going to be able to deal some extra lightning damage. Specifically, you can roll, I think it's another 2d6, if I'm not mistaken.
On a hit attack.
Yes.
Let me...
Or no, this is just your Storm Aura, as a Storm Barbarian.
Oh, the 3d6 lightning around me?
Yes. Yep, so go ahead, roll 3d6. Tamato's gonna get a dex save, but, you know, it's Tamato.
That's 9.
9 damage. He fails, so he's gonna take that full 9 damage. And fun fact, because you're high enough level, your Storm Aura might have hit King Arthur, but you can just choose not to because he's an ally.
I nearly broke
Sorry,
everything.
viewers.
Sorry, viewers, everything just went wildly hickledy-pickledy. Awesome. So that's just your bonus action. You are now in a rage. You all watch, lightning flashing and storm just starting to swirl around you. That's your turn, Herc. Yeah.
Well, that was a bonus action.
Well, yeah, no, I'm saying that's the beginning of your turn.
I was like, August, don't do this to me.
No, you don't get to attack now. No.
You just
Alright, so I think... So,
less months.
I'm seeing a little thing that says plus 3 attacks. Does that mean I get 5 attacks in a turn? Is
You
that what I'm
get...
reading?
No, so what this is you get 2 attacks per turn.
Uh-huh.
The plus 3 is to your attacks because of your sword.
So it's plus 3.
And you will get another plus 3 now due to your rage, but to damage. So right now, to hit, you get your proficiency, your strength, and that plus 3.
So that's like plus 17. to hit.
That is, I believe, a plus 17. I will quickly check. Actually, it's a plus 18 to hit.
Cool, I'll take it. Do I need to roll to hit? Well, I guess I will just in case I crit.
Exactly. You're going to want to roll the crit.
Alright, let me get rid of the other dice I rolled. Do I get advantage?
Not right now.
That's so unfortunate.
You can't flank a monster this big
Mhm.
because of his size. It does. If he was medium, yeah, like you guys are surrounding him.
Let me just double check something real quick. Yeah, I just got that one. That's all.
A natural one. Here's how I've done this. That still hits his AC. It's gonna deal half damage. Is how I honor that for you hit him on a nat 1, so it's still going to deal damage, but it's gonna be halved.
Okay.
It's kind of the punch, but it's helpful. So go ahead, and that's just your first attack too.
Mm-hmm. I'll do. Do you want me to do damage for that one first, or to see if I hit?
Go ahead and roll again, damage now because we have to have it.
Okay. So that's 11 plus 16, so that's 27 half.
It's actually 11 plus 17.
Beautiful.
So 28 half to 14.
I'm gonna smack this dude again.
Smack the crap. Herc, you're going at the claws, man. You're just chinking. It's that like ting, ting, ting of like metal on gold, but it's dealing damage as you're whacking in. Go ahead and roll the hit again.
All right, that one is a plus 18, right? 28.
Do you hit?
Oh boy, that's a surprise. And then the 2d6.
It's what you're good for, her. I mean, you know how to
so
deal
that's
damage.
24. 7 plus 17. Yeah.
Yep, 24. Hercules, you poof, slam your sword twice down into this claw as it kind of cracks and it smells of that weird fish smell as you just oh, you freaking anemone!
I'm allergic to fish.
Ow! Just kind of like clipping his claw. Just you actually notice like the gold kind of shifts. It's not like healing, but you see he like kind of like recovers himself almost, just in that like ow no. As you just slam into that Goliath. That is now your turn.
It is time to rage!
Another barbarian raging on the field. You love to see it. Awesome. Go ahead. Ready to slam this crab.
Here, can I see any weak points?
Go ahead. Roll me an insight. No, investigation. I would call it.
Okay. Oh, come on, baby. That one.
Right now, looking really tough. It's a solid. It's let alone crab shell. There's like gold and armor also on him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So then I'm gonna go up at his eyes
Ooh.
with a big gust, just with a
yeah.
running jump and a big gush from my wings.
Yeah, and you'd be able to
Flapping
float.
wings.
So, you'd probably still be floating because if you're doing a running start, let me quickly. Yep, that hits your razor. You are up in the air, just gliding downwards, slamming at the eyeballs. Go ahead and make those attacks.
Yeah.
Maybe not just the snow.
Nat 20!
Woo, baby! Go ahead and roll, because your sword does 3d6 already. That's 66 there, my friend.
Do you want to borrow some?
Yeah, and tell me what you need, too.
I've got 3 for you.
I have
D6.
Oh wait, that is not the right
more.
one.
Here.
Sorry, my brain turned off.
Alright, I'll grab one more.
Yikes. Don't like barbarians critting.
Here, can I borrow a dice tray?
Damato's a
Percent
nice trick.
Tomto.
Just that, like, use him.
That's 12, 16, 18, 21,
It's a couple.
plus
You
another
should've-
4. So 25 points of damage.
25? Yikes. This crab, you slam into it. He's really looking hurt now. As you go down across the eye stalk, you see it cuts on the back of the eye, because it's just on the stalk. You see it, just starts screaming. The whole cavern rocks as he just starts shaking side to side. You're just gliding in the air. Go ahead and roll your second attack.
Yeah. This is going at...
The
Oh,
other eye stalk? Blinded.
yeah.
You could, I would say he would basically have a bit of blindness right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the other eye stalk.
Sweet.
15.
15 does not hit the AC.
Okay.
You see, he is again shaking wildly, so it's hard to like hit when it's like, oh crap, this isn't like dodging even, this is just sporadic movement. As you hit that, that was your movement action bonus action. Well done. As you guys slam into Tamatoa, not loving this gang. Jim, that's you, buddy.
Okay, I'm gonna step back,
Okay.
just get well out of this guy's reach.
Smart.
Pull out my pistol and shoot him
Sweet.
for sneak attack.
Oh yeah, because you've got some allies up in there. They're probably allies.
Where is my...
They better be allies at this point, or else all is definitely lost.
Let's see, that's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
So you get that sneak attack damage on.
Okay.
And this is where we thank the Wizards of the Coast for not giving rogues multiple attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like it...
I'm going to then action surge.
Oh, I hate you. Fine. Jeez Louise.
10, 9, 14, 24 plus 4. Wait, do I add my...
You would add... because this is ranked dex. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So it's 24 plus 5. So it's 29 damage on the first hit.
Gosh dang.
And then
Oh my
action
gosh.
surge.
Action surging. I hate this.
Natural 1.
I
I shoot Goliath.
Boom, boom. No, I will say on that nat one, your gun like kind of like cocks wrong, and so you're like, ah, crap. So it's not like bad, it's not broken, but you're like, it definitely misfires. on that second attack. Jim, you do have a bonus action still, technically.
Yes. Is there anywhere to hide?
You look around. There are small rocks like that. Maybe you could take like partial cover and try hiding.
I'll do that.
Sweet. Go ahead and roll me just a stealth check then.
It's just a 24.
24, you are well and hidden, my friend. At least from Tamto. I'd say, like, because you guys are getting really close, especially, most of you know where he is then. Maybe not exactly, but it's like, okay, you're not invisible in case something bad happens. Jim, that's your turn. Mr. Incredible, back up at the top of the initiative order. That is you.
Yes. Can I... How is he holding me? Like, am I confined like this?
It is
or
that.
Is he holding my waist?
He is holding you. It's like a pinned arm thing. So that's why it is a full strength to ungrapple right
I
now.
will try to unravel again.
What would do anything else with the ring on him?
See, that's what I'm thinking. Actually, I could. So I'll be like, I eat shrimp like you for breakfast, and then I'm going to try and cook him with some hellish rebuke.
Oh, definitely. I'll say because Hellish Rebuke happens immediately after. It's a reaction basically.
Yeah.
I'll allow it though because again with the ring for now. Go ahead. Yeah, let's Hellish Rebuke this dude. Cook the crab. Okay, let me see. What does he have to beat? Here we go. Hellish Rebuke. So you okay?
Oh, I need to roll initiative for my familiar.
You do actually. Deck save. He is not going to be that safe, so he's going to take the full Hellish Rebuke. Go ahead. Roll 2d10. He's going to take that, and that's just. It's like a legendary action you're taking at the end of Jim's turn, so that's fine.
Okay.
So yeah,
So-
roll a 6.
Okay.
10. Is there any bonus on that or no?
No, it's just flat.
10, and then after that, on my turn, I'm going to try and break free.
Cool. Go ahead and roll me that strength saving DC.
Saving throw?
It's a saving throw. Yeah.
24.
24. You drop to the ground as I'll say your body just starts glowing. He erupts into flames around you. 3-point pose on the ground. Tamto just screaming that high pitch as his claw is now a lot more red and it smells that steamy fish now.
Okay.
As you are now on the ground. That was your action though to break free. You do still now have movement and any other bonus. How do I add that for me?
Can I like, it's not observe, investigate and see a weak spot on him?
Definitely. Go ahead.
So 21.
21. You're looking at this crab. He is on his legs now, right? Like, I mean, he's got these, like, 3 on either side. With this shell, Mr. Incredible, and I am going to be blatantly stealing this from Riordan, as he said, look, you have a memory of being in Sumani, Portside City, you and Lucius going down, and learning down at a shell shack, crabs got a weak point on their underbelly, right? That's how you can get in there and crack it. And on a bigger crab, it might be bigger. But it's dangerous, right? Because you're
He's
below
on
it.
top of me. Okay, what I'm going to do is I move directly underneath him. I'm
Okay.
going to be, like, prepared to, like, try and catch him if he does squat. But, like...
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay. Under the crab.
Yeah, what I want to do is... right after I feel him do anything, so I'm, like, kind of, like, storing an action. But,
Okay.
like, right after I feel him do anything, I want to use one of my legendary actions.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is my last one.
This would be... No, so those reset.
Every
Oh,
initiative.
Every
right.
initiative. So right now, you're fresh.
Okay, so
Or after this, you're fresh.
when I notice him moving, I want to Booming Blade on him,
Ooh.
and I just want to punch his underbelly.
Got it. And that's just like that store. It's like a held legendary action.
Yeah.
Or if he does that. Because it's his turn up next. Mr. Crab, you book it under. You like slide up in. Your fist starts glowing that bright greenish red now. You notice actually instead of green, it keeps growing more and more red as you feel Ares just like strike him down.
Strike him down.
Do it. We're a bunch of nerds. That
Playing
is
D&D. Like,
Tamatoa's turn. TTT. Yeah, he is going to reach around. He's going to try to hit you first, Hercules, again. And he can't, apparently. And because that would make him... He'll try again, because he wildly missed that first attack. He's going to then try to hit you again. And you, boom, 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 dodging deftly. Wow, I can't kill you, and I need to right now. It hurts me. He misses both badly on that claw attack. That's his turn right now. He's not yet moved, Mr. Incredible. He does have maybe some legendary. He does, but again, those happen on the end of other people's turns. That's going to be Arthur, baby. Arthur's going to run up here. He's going to... Let's pick a new dice now. Of course. Cool. I got to roll some insane damage real quick, so...
How do you want to do this?
14, cool. You watch Arthur reaches up. His sword is normal, but in that moment catches the light. You see just like... Die, fell beast! Boom! Slams it as hard as he can into this front section of this, like his mouth is up, right? There is a neck, but down into the neck. Dealing, honestly, insane damage as Arthur gets all three of his hits in. Tamatoa is pissed off. He goes to use his claw action on Arthur. He hits. Oh, baby. That's not great for him. You watch Arthur. Third of his health drops. As Tamatoa just like, back off, little slug. Poof, slams down the claw. Arthur's gonna make a strength save to not be grappled.
Did he have to move to do that?
In fact, he did. We'll get to that. Because he basically just shuffled forward to get to Arthur. So that's gonna... Oh, where's Arthur's stats? There. Arthur is now grappled. You see he picks him up just... I'm gonna enjoy eating you. Mr. Incredible, he has now moved.
Okay, I'm going to Booming Blade.
Gotcha. Go ahead and roll to hit that then.
Let's see. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 19 actually.
That hits. So go ahead and roll. This is just that 1d8 thunder damage, but from your fist.
And then if he moves, then he takes more, right?
He does. On a hit, they'll suffer. If target willingly moves before then, until the start of your next turn, yeah, if he tries to move or take a legendary to move, he'll take...
Is that like move out of range?
No, just move. It becomes if target willingly moves before then, on a hit, until the start of your next turn. How much damage?
8.
You
do
will...
I add like my strength bonus?
Yes, you do.
13.
So that's 13. Oh gosh, I have to do quick maths. There we go. You watch. It crackles under. All of you hear as like the whole crab, Tamatoa, just buckles upward. You see, it did some pretty insane damage under there. Tamatoa is going to look below. He is going to try to attack you. I need a either strength saving or dexterity saving throw from you right now.
Okay. 21.
21. Is that strength?
Yes.
Tamato, you see just like, come here, little shrimp. Poof, you all watch as poof, just straight Atlas, Mr. Incredible, pushing up barely. Your arm just shaking as he is fully trying to move. He does not then technically move because he hasn't crushed you, so he won't take damage. As he tries to smush you, you're not letting it happen today. As you poof, dig your hands deeper, you're just full on and ready to deadlift this crab. Herc, that's you, buddy.
Okay. Can I flavor it like I do both of my actions at the same time?
Yes, you can. Yeah,
Okay.
that both those stacks. Yeah.
I'm gonna run underneath Tamato with him, stab upwards, and use Call Lightning. How big is the area?
Oh yeah.
Is it about 60 feet round? I can see from this map here.
Yeah.
Is it about 100 feet high?
You know, I think it might. Call Lightning might actually hit him right now.
So yeah, I'm just gonna stab into him as use Call Lightning. Kind of trying to use like the two
Lightning
swords in him as like.
Oh, that's dope as hell. You know that's cool. Go ahead, roll basically to see if you can crit or not crit. Like, you know, just because this is that first attack, just that sword plunging in. Because then that would be your one Call Lightning as a demigod, so you won't have it then till long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Call Lightning in action?
It's an action, but that's the demigod feat he gets. Is he can use that as an attack.
Oh, okay.
But like, then it's gone. It's once per long. It's not like a normal spell where he would get slots and stuff. It's
That's
yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Just rules well.
Don't homebrew, kids. It's gross. It's not even my homebrew. It's a. I looked up their demigod stats online. It was.
Does a 26 hit?
Ooh, are we using
Yeah.
this for the next campaign?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we are. 26 hits.
Do you want sword damage before lightning damage?
Yes, please. Because that's gonna be.
Different.
Yeah. So roll. It's 2d6 plus 17. Because you're raging.
That's 24.
24.
Should let Herc come along?
You guys let him come along. You didn't have. You could have said no, or go away.
He's the reason we were able to come here.
He's literally.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Now, Call Lightning is a save, I believe.
Everybody within a 5 foot. One second. Let me find it again.
A
A
creature
point that I
that
can see within range, a bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud to that point. Each creature within 5 feet of that point, I'm hitting with the sword on top.
You're hitting sword.
So
I will say
Goliath.
this. Goliath, you're gonna have to make this deck save as well, just because of your area up top. Mr. Incredible, you would actually, because you're only on this side, you're not close to where Herc has run directly
Okay,
middle.
good.
You're
You
not
said-
within 5
Did you
feet.
say that was a dex saving throw?
It's a dexterity saving throw.
Because I'm raging, I have advantage.
Ooh, yes you do.
And he has. Oh, there's something with lightning. He has storm lightning resistance from me because I'm a.
You're the storm, but yeah, cool. So even if it is, it's gonna be like
Yeah, half damage.
quarter maybe. Like
Quarter,
yeah, if you can save. So go ahead and make that.
Alright.
Ooh.
16.
16. Herc, your save I think is 16. I will quickly check for you.
I'm not sure which one that would be. Is that
Spell
dex?
save.
Yeah, it's spell save. Oh, your spell save is 13 because you're not a caster.
Yeah, exactly.
Goliath, you're gonna take a fourth of this damage.
Nice.
Tamato is gonna go and make that dex save. He also saves though, so he'll take half.
Let me roll 3d10.
Yes, sir. Don't like.
15.
15 damage. Is that 15 already halved, or is that the total?
How much
That's
would I be taking then? Like
15
4
is
points?
7, and then you'll take 3.
3.
So, and Tamato will take
Got
7.
you.
Still, fun fact, it's coming through him, so it deals decent damage, right? Just because you're hitting not only that underside, you stab the underside. There we go. Tamato looks very bloodied, and by bloodied, I do mean cooked, though. You are now, it smells like steamed
good.
lobster
I'm
and
from
crab.
Greece. I
Anybody got
love
any
seafood.
butter?
He's looking very red. He's saying, I will eat you! He's going to go up. He's going to try to slam down again. Both of you do need to make now dexterity or strength saving throws.
Is Mr. Incredible still in his claw?
No, Mr. Incredible broke out. That was his action to break out, but now he's just underneath.
Um, That's a
23.
34.
Herc is ridiculous.
Hercules, now that you're underneath, this is bad for me. He was supposed to grab you in his claw sooner. Or at least hurt you sooner. Herc, you're like, Mr. Incredible, you feel like the weight lift off your hands just a little bit. You look up, Herc, one sword's in, hand up, just poof, up, and like you're making it look effortless, which is the most annoying thing when you're trying to lift. So Mr. Incredible just like, oh, shoot.
Call IXII.
I would just like to point that I was doing this by myself a second ago.
And now Herc is doing it by himself.
Arthur is like, you're both doing great. Just kill this thing. Gah, gah. As he keeps slamming it, Goliath, that's you up top.
Okay,
It's underneath.
so I'm actually gonna drop down beneath and shoot in,
Ooh, yeah, because you can just. Okay, so that would be the rest of your action.
and I'm gonna
Falling
frenzy as a
20.
bonus action.
Gosh dang. So like half of you are underneath. I'm just gonna put you all over here.
Except for Mr. Incredible, he stays in the bad.
Mr. Incredible's underneath. Naughty bad Incredibles go under the dice tray. Goliath, you're frenzied. Go ahead and make these. Yikes, Amunda.
Right, first attack. Wait, do I get advantage?
And he's already used
I do.
two of those.
Yeah,
with the frenzy.
Yeah, with frenzy. So
Am I the only one drinking these sodas?
I am. I mean,
I've
I,
had 3.
I don't try to drink too much though because I don't want to keep burping or like stopping while
yeah.
talking.
first attack is a 24.
That hits.
I'm just gonna roll for all 3 attacks. For
Yes, please.
That
Hey,
is
with advantage,
Herc.
right?
Yep. Herc. You want one?
No, I'm good, thank you. Sugar doesn't
Second
belong
attack
to
is
me.
23.
Yeah.
Third attack is 22.
Goliath, go ahead and roll that damage for me.
How much is that gonna be? Like,
I'm.
Oh, I need to roll.
D6?
I need to roll. 3d6 each attack.
So that's gonna be 96 basically. If you want, just do it all at
Yeah.
once. Here's another dice for you there. It's there's more where that came from.
Okay.
Which one are you looking for?
I need d6s. I need
Oh,
9.
I got
Sorry, I'm
three.
just in
I got
awe.
3d6. I
Two.
need 9.
3. I've got
Wait.
4 for you right here.
I only need 3 more.
1, 2, 3.
Suffering from success.
Yeah,
Can I borrow it?
Here's 3.
That's
You got all you need?
Yeah.
Cool.
Hold on.
Let me
All mine.
move my dice.
Nick, can you see where that random
Yes,
D6 went?
Yeah, it's right
I
there.
think it just like randomly fell.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Holy cannoli.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I'm seeing some good numbers.
It's not the best, not the worst.
Could have been better.
It's some good numbers.
That is cool. That's a cool guy.
Oh yeah. No, I love this. It's
Why is peach soda so good?
right. No. Peach is just a fun fruit flavor. I don't get it. I'm
21.
worried what I'm about to hear from you.
Okay,
22 plus 12. 34 points of damage.
you better not kill him. I want to kill him.
Tamatoa is looking messed up.
Morph is
It's-
gonna kill this
Uh,
veteran.
you see Tamatoa is like swing, like you poof, 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 slamming in with your bone sword. All of 3 of you, there's like not a lot of blood thanks to the lighting is just frying him, but like you're getting rained on by chunks of crab meat is what I'll say.
Tastes good.
He's losing now meat and
Better
blood.
get your dice.
Tamatoa's looking messed up. You see just my snacks. My snacks. You see, he's like almost about to throw up. He's looking so messed up.
As
Okay.
As he's saying my snacks, I'm gonna grab a chunk of crab meat and just.
Well, I was gonna ask if I could do that for some.
He is going to make that last. All 3 of you again. Well, Goliath, you're now here too. Strength saving throw.
I have advantage.
You do.
Does this count as movement or
Would
no?
that be with advantage?
No, because he's
Okay.
yet to move. I mean, unless he pushes down and
That's
moves,
okay.
it's you're keeping him in place basically.
Does Herc have advantage on strength, or is it just the?
Yes, he does. Because you're raging too.
Oh, that's right. So that's a nat 20,
Okay.
which puts me up to 37.
37, 16.
So that should also be another 9 damage because I'm raging.
Oh my
Plus
gosh.
3 melee damage with strength weapons.
He is still up, but gosh dang.
Morph is gonna
And
kill this.
I got a
fucker.
16 saving throw.
16. He barely, with that nat 20 covering, as well say, you are all, he's now pressing down hard, so it's actually now that bit of struggle. Oh, shoot, okay, he's trying. All of you now are pushing up. You see
I'm glad I'm nowhere near that.
Arthur is stabbing into this neck, slashing at it, still trying to deal that damage and blood. Jim, that is your turn.
Okay, so I pull out a little device from my pocket. I flick it up as Morph grabs it. As my familiar, he can deliver touch spells.
Yeah.
He's gonna cast Shocking Grasp at advantage because he's covered in metal.
And he'll have lightning damage resist.
Yep.
Ooh.
So
That's beautiful.
let's see if this
Shocking
works.
grasp.
It would be 3d8 at my
3d8.
level,
Yep.
and then also sneak attack, so 5d6.
Yep. Yeah, no.
Okay, let's see.
That works.
Come
So-
on, Morph. So,
Please hit.
better hit.
If you
So
miss, this is
help
gonna
me.
be the saddest thing that's ever happened.
Oh, it's a 14. Morph.
A 14 doesn't hit.
Dang it. Morph got such a good shot.
Morph gets in. You see Tamato at the last second, just like, not today. Boom! Slams his eye sock into Morph. Morph kind of like bubbles out of the way.
Sad dice rolls.
Sad dice. Sad
What
dice.
happens to the item?
Oh,
the-
it was just flavor. Don't
Oh,
worry
okay.
it was
I
a
wasn't sure
flavor.
if you had
Yeah.
like a level of artificer or something.
No, yeah.
about it. Basically, but
It's yeah.
I play
yeah.
him like he has Artificer.
It is, but it's for that context. No items lost, but it's just like Morph was not successful.
Okay. Mr. Incredible.
Mr. Incredible, it is your turn.
All right. How can I just investigate to see how close this guy is to going down?
Dangerously close. I'd even give that. You can give me an investigation if you want to try to think like maybe what's the best way to do this, if that makes sense. 18.
Tried with
Yeah.
butter.
No, like it's one of those like you think like with another couple good hits, the dude is down.
Okay.
Well,
I have Booming Blade as a cantrip,
you do.
so I'm gonna do it again.
Gotcha.
Slap
Go
him
ahead.
from underneath.
That 1d8. Slap him up. Roll the hit.
12.
12 does not hit.
Okay.
You do have two attacks. Yes, you do.
So I'll try it again.
Oh, I'll say you are attacking. It's like hitting, but you're hitting like already ruined meat, if that makes sense, right? You're like trying to punch through to find what's alive or what can like deal that blow, and it's hard when it's raining down because this is the soft spot. You're going in, slamming into this. That's gonna make Tamato's turn. You see he's gonna reach underneath with his claws. Mr. Incredible, you are close on that side. And actually, Hercules, you're on the other, so he's gonna try to hit both of you. For heaven's sakes.
Like 5.
That's a nat 1 on Herc. Herc, you're fine. Mr. Incredible. That's a nat 20. Cool,
You
I'll take it.
crit on me.
I can't freaking crit on you! Because your stupid armor!
Get out of here.
You've made these monsters.
I have made these monsters, and I'm not talking about the crap. Oh my gosh!
You have to really beef out these monsters when you even touch these people.
And I thought I did. I honestly thought my Temto looks bad, eh?
The only damage I've taken is from Herc.
How dare
I
you.
was gonna say,
No,
I want to
and-
be,
The only damage
Okay.
Herc has taken is
is
from me.
Yeah, Jim shot me, and other than that,
I'm
I'm
gonna-
just happy.
Yeah, you have to give these things like
That's
7
it. No, I'm
attacks.
rolling d20s now for his attacks. Like it's no longer d12. I gotta beef him up.
It's action economy. They
Yeah.
have to have either just as much or
I
more actions than
Yeah.
I
the
could
people you're fighting.
Hey, that's on me. I mean, to be fair, the point was never Tamatoa. It's about the journey, right? The
That's
lessons.
The real treasure.
And
were
you
the
know,
friends who
because
made
it
along the
even
way.
makes
and
it
this magic sword at the end.
it makes
Yes.
it even cinematic. It is Arthur's go.
That's fair.
Wait, you can do damage to me, you just can't crit.
Yeah, I know, and I'm about to roll. It's just that's
Does he have advantage on anything?
um
Can I give up my actions? to give him the help action, even though it's out of initiative order.
I'm gonna have to say no.
Darn it.
Just because, yeah, it's hard.
I just wanted him to be the one to kill it.
12, 24.
I think he hits.
That's. Ooh, Mr. Incredible, you got 42 points of damage dealt to you.
I'm gonna use my shield reaction if possible.
+5 to AC.
That doesn't hit.
We're breaking odds.
I mean, it's a nat 20, but with.
Plus
I mean-
what?
Or no. Shield reaction. No, you're still
Doesn't
taking
it
the
just
damage.
halves it? Or
No,
halves it?
No,
shield
shield
is
AC.
a +5 to your AC as a
Oh.
reaction.
Right, but he.
That's right.
Nat 20.
So,
yeah, no.
Yeah, he would
That's
still
right, yeah.
definitely hit you.
So, Mr. Incredible, you're still up, though, which is
Yes,
what's
I am.
wild. Arthur's going to go for his 3 attacks. I'm going to roll them all at the same time.
What did you
2,
say? 42?
42. You're down to 16 points of damage.
Oh.
Arthur is going to go up.
The only damage I've taken is from trying to steal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
the
see
psychic
Arthur
condition.
looks, Tamato just swaying. Arthur takes his sword. Just. I'm the king, bitch. Slams it into Tamato's neck. In that final push. Handshaking. Tamato just. Slowly just falls down. The 3 of you are easily able to just roll and push away as he falls to his death and is no more. The body falls. Everything seems shake. The cavern just kind of rumbles as the body shifts. All of you climb out. You 3 covered in tons of meat, basically.
Hey, I know what we're having on the ship tonight.
Yeah. I was gonna say, can I grab as much of this as I can and if there's any containers around, I'll use them.
Don't you have
but
a bag of
I
holding?
want, yeah. I don't want to get it all messy.
Yeah, like
Well,
I
Just
want to
shove
take
it in
some of it
there.
just for my new friends.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just wanna,
yes.
Be able
Oh,
to
dude, we
feed
could
them.
just try to carry this out.
Yeah.
The whole
The
thing.
whole thing.
The whole thing.
Question: is the top, because in Moana, Tamatoa's roof is open to the water? Is that what's going on?
Here's what I'm about to say. As you watch, looking up, yes, you do see the cave, which, for once now going through, there it is no longer stone and water. It is definitely clear, reflective water. As you're looking at this, what I'll say, all of you seem to look up in a shimmer of light as gold seems to settle. All of you are surrounding this gold pile, I'll say, that is just now meat and gold. In the center, now unearthed, is the sword. You see Arthur
I'm
sitting
just
there.
shoveling gold.
You see Arthur sitting there. No sword, as it is currently deep inside. You'll see he's standing. Here's now what I must ask. All of you are there. Any of you could walk forward right now and take it.
The sword?
The sword. There's no, you're feeling there's no presence, there's no magic. Nothing seems to be stopping any of you even. It's now just the sword is there.
Mr.
Don't
Incredible
do it.
No World
No,
Conquest.
I'm gonna look to Arthur and be like, look, you killed the thing.
You see Arthur, for once not looking like a kid or even a teen. You see this wise face stop just... We killed this. As he walks up, you see he, wading through shell and bone and gold, walks up to the sword.
Is there a hook?
No, there's no hook right now. You see he takes the handle for Desanya, pulls it out as light gleams, and you all hear in your head, the honor of knights and those of authority. as you turn, realizing now that voice wasn't in your head, but in fact behind you. You turn and see a woman, raven hair, wearing a very simple blue dress. We are now just normal water. You see she stands there just, you have all passed the test and are now worthy. Though some had challenges along the way, each knows their strength and weakness now better than before. Use the sword only for good. You see that one directly to Arthur as Arthur nods. You see this lady now, this lady of the lake stops just, you are all now worthy of knighthood, and fades away into the mist. You hear Arthur just, my thoughts exactly. As he kind of wades down through, it's like, I know I knighted you guys on the ship, and it was kind of that fun thing. This time for real. You see he holds out the sword, kind of like as that baseball bat. Just would everyone like to put their hands in?
Goliath will go.
You know, I'll just put on.
Grabs the blade.
You see, just from this time forward, I proclaim us all knights of Dizania, protectors of peace, those who cannot defend themselves, who fight for honor and truth. Let evil shudder at our might. You all feel this power grow in you. As the sword glows, you hear a rush of the water coming down, and look, there is now a staircase leading out of this area.
I do want to take crab meat with me.
I'll say, between Mr. Incredible and Hercules, you guys
Can
can
we-
carry a lot.
I was gonna say, can we try to get underneath Tamatoa again and throw it up so it like breaches the surface of the lake and falls on the shore?
Here's what I'm going to say, because fun fact, you have an insane strength score. And all of you are, in fact, beefy boys to some degree. Well, dexterity, right? You know, that kind of leverage. I'm going to say, let's all make a group strength check. We just have to hit, gosh dang.
A 67.
No, Arthur got a 22. It's a group DC 20. It's not like that hard. It's just a big old dead crab. 28,
21.
21.
7 minus 1.
Aha!
19.
19. Whew, all 5 of you lifting in that, like, 1, 2,
Morph is there, like.
whew! And flying, like, flying saucer, just full shell, just end over, foo, 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 breaches through the water. The second it hits, physics change, starts floating up towards the surface. As, yo, that big old crab meat is now ready for distribution on the surface.
I'll let them know, like, hey, I got food for you at this location.
Goliath, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
No.
Oh no.
There's thousands of gnolls, all pledging allegiance to Mr.
Not at all. I'm not giving you that. That would ruin me.
That was a
Well,
19.
19. Goliath, you look down and see pieces of armor and realize that these are full now plate, like stuff to be able to put on bottom halves, everything. You hear the voice back in your mind, only you, and you hear, seek no reward but honor, but accept gifts.
Oh yeah!
You can now have plate armor. So that will give you that 18. As this now completes, instead of half plate, this is now full. You can take that. Is there anything else anyone wants to do while leaving? I'll say there is still a good amount of gold and other.
Is there a rapier just laying around?
Rapier, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I'll take some gold.
You take some gold.
Oh, yeah,
but you can start sweeping up. You're able to get at least 4,000
Also,
pieces.
can I say, guys? Can I say this? Screw the Council of Princesses. We got Knights of Dizania right
We got
here.
yeah, we do. Well,
We got the beginnings of the round table here.
Can I get some help from anyone?
Hercules,
you out.
but then the legislative process is ruined.
Don't worry about that.
We'll worry about that when we burn that bridge.
Yeah, we'll burn that
just
bridge
dethrone
when we get
snow,
there.
you know.
Dirty 20.
You find a rapier that will add a +1 to hit and damage. Jim.
I like it.
It's
I like it.
nothing fancy. It's not like, oh, this is insanely magical, but that will help.
And then before we leave, I'm fairly certain that some member of our party is going to need diamond dust at some time, so I will look for diamonds as well.
Ah, yes, some member. Whatever
will
could
love
that
you.
be? It's almost like I'm definitely trying to kill all of you in the final battle. Like, really, really
You should try
badly.
a little harder.
I'm really trying to kill you guys, I promise.
I'm gonna also look around for any other like special great swords.
Okay.
Dude, I made you
Joyce, do
one.
you need diamonds?
I know, but
Uh,
like
no.
a plus
what did you get?
great sword.
Oh, yeah, I need
nice.
just a base
Oh.
investigation.
You know, it's
Okay.
it's the thought that counts, I guess.
And it's the count. That thoughts. Thanks, dang it.
Yeah, 8. I don't think
8.
I found any.
No.
Okay, well, it was the
18.
thought that counts.
What you're finding, Goliath, you're finding some good greatswords. Nothing actually that would beat the 3d6 dragon bone sword you have. Just
Okay.
like there are some good stuff like, oh, this would add some damage or this can help. Nothing that looks like, oh man, like wow, that kind of.
Jim looks at him and was like, really?
Well, the records show that I tried to help out somebody else in the party.
You see Arthur just like a good night.
That's right.
Incredible is there. That's you guys can all, as you walk up this then waterstone staircase, eventually the staircase seeming to dissolve behind you as you walk up, ending perfectly on the now makeshift raft of crab. Mr. Incredible, you see on the bank of the lake, not too far, easy enough that any of you just kind of awkwardly paddling, you see a bunch of gnolls cheering and like, you know, shouting and howling. Goliath, you take up, you look over and see Dawn hit you. You are turned to stone.
He sinks to the bottom of the lake.
It doesn't sink the raft, but all of you now have a pack of gnolls, big thing of crab meat, and a stone golem gargoyle.
I would like to
get
keep
home.
as much of the like top shell of the crab intact as possible, and kind of like use it to outfit the ship. It's like an outer armor, maybe on the hull or something like that.
Ooh. That is where we're going to end our session then for tonight. Thank you all so much. This was a really fun one shot. I hope you had fun. And
Great.
the fun thing each of you would get, or at least each of you get another point in your wisdom modifier. Not like the plus, but if it was 16, it's now 17. If it's 10, now it's 11. You have all gained wisdom by being knighted by the rightful king. Thank you all so much for those watching, whether now or in the future. We love you all. Stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you next time.